I am live, it says. Oh, yes. People are watching. Can you hear me? Please tell me you can hear me, because if you can't, gosh, this took forever. Can you guys hear me? Nice. Okay. Gosh, this took fucking forever to get right. It doesn't help that I'm, an idiot, but oh my god. It's in hindsight not that hard, but I couldn't get my webcam to work. This is the first time that I ever used this webcam. Maybe I should have worked on that. How are you guys doing? I'm streaming because if you guys didn't notice, uploads haven't been up to par for a reason. I got sick. I went to the hospital because some of you would know that I tend to get a lot of throat infections, a lot of really, really bad throat infections. And I want to get rid of those. So I went to the hospital. I had my tonsils removed, and it should be fine now, but I'm still recovering. And, well, there you go. I have nothing planned. That's one manly mustache you got there. Thank you. I got really tired of the beard. I grew out my beard for November, as per usual, and after that I just kind of left it growing. It's never been that long, but I got really tired of it. Looked like a little hamster for a ball. I didn't know you did live streams. Me neither. This is the first one. Welcome. Actually, I'm just trying out if this works, how this works, if I can make this work. I haven't really planned anything, but thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna play with a pocket knife because I'm a responsible adult. I'm not. Don't play with knives, kids. Will you ever cut your hair too? Probably not. Maybe if I start balding, because if I were to grow bald and I would get like an M shape here, then this haircut wouldn't really work, would it? Because my bangs are actually quite short. See, it looks very messy on this side. That's fine. So, yeah, it wouldn't really work that way. And there's like a 50-50 chance because my dad, he's balding. He got bald quite soon, but like my grandfather on my mom's side, he still has hair. So there's a 50-50 chance that I'll go bald. And after that, I don't know what to do. Gosh. So there's supposed to be swords on this sword channel. They're right there. Swords right there. I actually ordered 3 swords a couple months ago from Regnier Armory. And they should be done in January. I've been waiting. Still didn't get an email. Get on your game, Regnier. Actually, the confirmation email got lost or some shit, so maybe it'll be a bit later. I don't know. Should be nice. So who's not wearing pants? Just me? I am wearing pants. See? What to stay at the YMCA? Me too, man. Long time no here, but it's fun to play with knives and fire. Definitely. As long as you have a safe word, I'm all good, man. So nice. Hey, Snapster. Hey, Levi. I don't know how you say it. Hey, Suzanne. How you doing? When will you see my sword? Next Wednesday. I'm not allowed to, like, I'm supposed to be like fully recovered and fully able to train again next Thursday. But fuck it. I'm just gonna come to practice on Wednesday. When are you doing my Spartacus video? Actually, very soon, because I have binge watched Spartacus while I was, recovering. So I just watched all of it. They took a lot of inspiration from 300, I think. you know, just to be fair, it's a bunch of like oily men, oily muscular men swinging their swords around like crazy idiots. So I'm kind of like on the fence on how I want to make the review, because you know they're gladiators. It's like show fighting. They can get away with it, but they also play it off as like actual combat. I'm not really sure how I want to do it, but I want to make multiple videos about Spartacus actually. Um, but I don't really know how yet. Let's see. You had to join the Viking training. It was horrible. Was it horrible? You can tell me about it next time. Next time. Do you like my mustache, Suzanne? I hope you do. May I ask you a weird question? No. Get out of here. I don't want any weird questions. Just basic ones. Did anyone ever tell you look like one of the Musketeers? I hear that about once every 3 weeks. My mom keeps saying that too, actually. Oh, actually, funny. When what was the TV show, like BBC's The Musketeers, or I don't know, you know, the TV show where the Musketeers walk around in fucking BDSM gear and play it off as like Renaissance clothing, the leather biker gear and shit. When that first came on TV, I just got an extra role in Michiel de Ruiter, like a Dutch history movie. And my grandfather knew, and he saw commercials for that show on TV, and there was like a tiny shot of D'Artagnan in the show drawing his sword. It was just just a flash, and you couldn't even really see him. And my grandfather was convinced that was me for some reason, like because I have long hair. I get like he doesn't look like me at all, but my grandfather, he was so convinced that was me, and he told everybody that I was in that TV show. And then we went there. It was like, no, that's not me, man. But he was convinced. He told everybody, and he still believes that for some reason. So I'm D'Artagnan in my grandfather's eyes. I'm sorry, but you look like that one guy from Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't think I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger did. Hey, did the trainer was the messenger who got kicked down the pit? Oh yeah, in Spartacus, you mean? Yeah, the black guy on the Emmaus. He was the messenger in 300. He seems like a nice guy for some reason. I don't know. He's very, very characteristic face. Suzanne, shut up. My mustache is gorgeous. Do you own any sort of armor? No. I am very, again, on the fence if I want to. Because I want to buy a harness. But on the other hand, I kind of also don't. So I want to buy a brigandine, actually. But they're very fucking expensive. And like I did a poll a while ago on Instagram if people wanted me to buy armor or swords or like different weapons, and a lot of people wanted me to get armor, but you know, I'm more of a weapon kind of guy. But you know, whatever, in time. Are you watching the final season of Game of Thrones? And did you watch Outlaw King? I did watch Outlaw King. I made a video about that, and I am gonna watch Game of Thrones, of course, because well, I'm gonna make videos about that too, probably. Oh gosh. No, I'm not. Well, my grandfather believes it anyway. It doesn't matter. You can't convince him otherwise. He's a very strange dude. Gosh, I can't figure out how everything works yet. How many people are watching? 29. Oh gosh. I should probably post this on social media or something. Did you watch Outlaw King? Yeah, I did watch Outlaw King. Okay, maybe I should post this on social media while I'm at it. This was actually a test to see if it fucking worked, but why not? Can you guys see my desktop or not? Oh gosh, that's very bright. Also, my computer is a potato. I actually was trying for a while with some of my friends to film some Age of Empires gameplay, because that's one of the very few games that I occasionally enjoy. But my computer is a potato, and it couldn't handle like OBS and Skype running at the same time, so it lagged just so badly. Went all over the spot. It made no freaking sense. So at some point, like I want to upgrade my computer, but I don't actually know how. I don't know what to upgrade on my computer to actually make it better for streams or just video games in general, because I don't really play video games. So what's the point? I can see your desktop and every tab you have open. Well, don't judge me, man. Midget porn is very in. Fucking hell, Suzanne gave me money. Damn. Okay, I'll buy you a Big Mac. I don't know if you like that, but they got the big tasties with double burgers right now. We should get one of those. Oh, hang on. Throwing money in your face. Make it rain, baby. You want me to take my clothes off? Is that prohibited? There you go. I'll open a button. There. You like that? Do you LARP, or do you have any plans to do any LARP? I used to LARP when I think I was 13 when I went to my first LARP. And I used to LARP after I stopped LARPing. I used to LARP as like an NPC for a while because I just liked the people there. But and I also, like, for a very short time I was actually like a script writer for LARP, but I stopped that too because I don't know, that was a long time ago. I can't remember. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast, and I have the same thing every day. So no, I don't. You know, I don't like LARP that much. I LARPed because I liked swords and sword fighting and whatever. And as soon as I, found reenactment and HEMA and stuff, I just started disliking LARP more and more. Just to do. I'm not ashamed of that I used to do it, or, I don't have a bias against people who LARP, but it's just not really my thing. Are you a giant, Mr. Dutchman? Just in the penis area. Chicken nuggets. I agree. Greetings from Turkey. Greetings back. I love Turkey. It's delicious. I mean, oh, kidding. The country. I love the country too. You should call it the Ottoman Empire. Actually, you shouldn't. That makes no sense. Nothing I haven't seen. Yeah, ha. That's funny because Suzanne pays me to take my clothes off. Explain that, Suzanne. If anybody wants to write like anonymous messages to Suzanne, or to Suzanne's husband, to see if she's cheating or not, you could. Nobody gets those jokes except us. What is that mustache? A mustache is just hair on your upper lip. You should. It's not that complicated, man. Manliest chest hair ever. Thank you. Do you work out? I work in. Ha ha ha. The dad jokes, they come with a mustache. Oh, I was gonna post this on social media. Fuck, I forgot. Okay. I'm so dumb. Hang on. Let's do this first. Can I post a link of this or some shit? Oh God, I don't know how this works. Oh, I can share. Okay, that works. There we go. Do you ever consider making a meetup with your subscribers? Could be so nice since you're around the German Klingen Museum in Schollingen. I could, but it's really not hard to get in contact with me, dude. If you just send me a message and you say, hey, I'm like in the area somewhere, I'm like, okay, let's have a beer. It's not that special to meet me, to be honest. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Somebody, like a subscriber, said he was going to be in Amsterdam, and he asked if we could meet up, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll check my schedule, but I completely forgot about it. Oh well, sorry. Okay, let's share this. Live now, bitches. Are you allowed to say bitches on Facebook? I don't know, but we'll see. There we go. Have you ever thought of doing a collab video? For a while, I was working on a collab video with Medieval Review, but we discontinued that, and I can't remember why. It was also a long time ago. Are you allowed to say bitches on Twitter? I don't know. We'll see. I don't really use Twitter if I get banned. What? Oh, fuck hell. Oh, well, I have no followers on Twitter anyway. Doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Oops, fuck, I clicked on something. Get out of here. Add some cheesy disco music and we got a 70s porno here. That's all you need for a porno. It's just one guy with a mustache and one of them weird balloon toys with a face on it and little things that you can squeeze. There you go. I also have this thing, like a fake knife that kind of like that I got from the toy store. I got this from the toy store as well. I shouldn't go in the toy store looking like this, to be honest, but you know, it's worth it. We sometimes get Snap Jelly fans at training on Wednesdays. That is true. We do. Like, I've actually been recognized on the street, like in the town where I live. I was walking on the street with a friend of mine, and we were walking back from the gym, and he stopped like right next to us with his bike, and he turned around and was like, "Wait, you have a YouTube channel?" It's like, "Yeah, dude, hey." And he freaked out. It was quite kind of cute. I cannot drink beer. Okay, well, drink something else then, man. Just ingest it. How about that? Butt chug. Can you do that? You should. Snap Jelly, can you make a battle tactics and a review on the Battle of Minas Tirith? I was thinking about that, but I'm very behind on like things that I should do that I promised people, and like on Patreon suggestions as well. Like some people have like donated for months to get me to make a specific video, and I haven't done it yet. It makes me feel kind of shitty. But well, so I'm kind of planning on doing those first. Scalagrim versus Metatron in a HEMA duel longsword. Who's your money on? Scalagrim, definitely. Metatron doesn't practice HEMA. He practices Kendo, I believe. And in terms of overall like sword skill, Scalagrim is better. I mean, no offense, Metatron. I love you, I really do. But in longsword fighting, Scalagrim would fucking beat your ass. What's the most rarest sword you have in your collection of swords? I don't really go on rarity. I have some antiques that I got just for a price that I liked. If I see them, then I get them. And other than that, I just I don't know. Like I don't do much with the tool wars. Actually, I've had them for a long time. They're one of the first swords that I got. But I don't really use them much. I want to get a tool war, like a reproduction that I can practice with. But it is it's getting fun. It's I don't know. I like them. I like how they look, but I don't know much about them, so I don't really use them all that much for videos. Hello, Snip Jelly. Hello, Hisky. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. On a scale of 1 to 12, how bored are you from being homestruck? I am about to fucking jump out the window. You can't believe. It sucks so much. But originally, the doctor said I was going to be able to, I had to stay home for 6 weeks. And now it's like 2 weeks at the most. So I'm happy about that. But I'm still dying. Jon Snow dies. He should. Fuck that guy. Oh my God, you are so hot. So hot. I know, but you can say it more often. It's fine. Just comment it on every video of mine. And it's fine. Oh, that reminds me, actually, a long time ago, like a real long time ago, I'm actually getting cold. I'm going to button this back up. A long time ago, like it was my channel just started getting traction. I had like a couple hundred subscribers or whatever. I got a comment from some probably a fake channel with some bimbo in as the picture, you know, and he said like something like, "Oh my God, you're so hot" or whatever. And then somebody commented on that saying, "Come on, Snap Jelly, we know this is you." Like that I logged in with a different channel. I commented on my own video, but it wasn't. It was probably so. It was like, what? Why do I get blamed for this? Lovely mustache. Thank you. Do you like garlic bread? I do. Who doesn't like garlic bread? Get them out of here. I don't want them on my channel. I'll beat Scal with a saber or a rapier easily. Well, Scal is handicapped at the moment, isn't he? Like he's like hurt still on his shoulder. I don't know. I don't really follow any other channels. I know that's a bad thing to do, that I should, you know, keep track of everybody, but I don't. That mustache seems to have developed consciousness. Yeah, actually, I'm just a growth growing out of the mustache. Greetings from Poland. Greetings back, Poland. How are you doing? Shouldn't have gotten that facelift, man. No, but you know, I need them. You know, this way people still believe that I'm in my 20s. I need to get a facelift. Oh, I need to post this on Instagram as well. Why not? I also take great pride in the title of this stream because it took me way too long. This is how I make selfies. I am very bad at making good selfies, so I just gave up. Right now, exclamation mark, done. I'm not even gonna look at anything else. Just there you go. Share, done. That's it. Drop the phone. We're on a date now. Me and like 50 other people. We're dating. All of us. What video games are you playing currently? None. I don't play any. I like Age of Empires. I like Anno 1404. I like not much else. I'm not much of a Stronghold fan. Don't button up, but I'm cold though. I should put up some socks. Dirty socks. That's nice. Superman socks for extra power. Okay, that should make me hotter. And then I can release the button again. How about that? Boy, see these muscles? Okay, sorry about that. There we go. I'll unbutton for you. Whoops. By the way, I have way better chest hair than yours. You don't, boy. You don't. This is what it looks like after it's waxed, okay? This is 1 hour of growth. Get on my level, bro. Something in Polish, okay? I don't know what it means, but I'm going to try to read it. Oh, Polak there. Was that close? I think it was close. Have you ever tried a broadsword? I have not. I got a mortar hilt sword that was cheap and affordable from Armor Class, and it bent. And those fucking morons, I sent it back, and they sent it back again, but it was still bent. And now I don't really like. I don't really have like a manufacturer that I like, that I know at least, that makes broadswords. Otherwise, I would definitely get one. See, this is my problem. Like, I want to get armor, but I want to get other swords more. So I keep getting more swords, and I don't get any armor. If you guys have a good manufacturer for broadswords, tell me, because I'll get one. They all know you're a vampire anyway. Don't know. Vampires don't have mustaches. Haven't you watched Twilight? Nice porn stash. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody appreciates. If Poland's in, hi from Hungary. Hello, Hungary. I'm hungry too. How are you doing? I had instant noodles for dinner. Fucking hell. Je lijkt op een pornoacteur. Je lijkt zelf op een pornoacteur. Gosh. Have you ever seen videos of Snap Jelly outdoors in the daylight? There are very few of those, to be fair, but I never go outside, so. Ik ga zo meteen een kapsalon halen. Nice. Good for you, boy. Extra knoflooksaus. Oops. Castile Armory makes good broadswords. Alright, we'll look at that. This guy has lots of potential in the porn business. No, you actually need a big penis for that. So, it's not happening. But seriously, you gotta tell us, how old are you? We want to know. Guess. Guess how old I am. Suzanne, you're not allowed to join. Okay? Hello from Italy. How's the HEMA environment in your country? Here's quite but we're getting better. There's actually a lot of HEMA going on in the Netherlands. It's surprisingly big in the Netherlands. There's so much. Well, our country is quite small, and it's quite easily accessible with public transport. Lots of train traffic going all around. So even if you don't have a car, you can pretty much go everywhere. And there's always something going on. There's every 2 weeks there's some event somewhere. It's huge. Mustache, unbuttoned vest, hairy chest. Time to bring out your favorite rapier. I got a rapier from Renier, but it didn't arrive yet. A rapier over there. I'm actually, I sold, the 1796 pattern infantry officer sword. And I'm actually quite sad about that still. Because, I got another spadroon. I was like, I have a spadroon, it's fine. But I like that sword, man. It's sad. 26, 28, 32, 24. Or 16, I don't know. I actually had a full beard when I was 15 years old. I'm not even joking. When I went to high school, when I was 12 and I had to shave. I didn't get hair here. Like most people get peach fuzz right here. I got a mustache and sideburns, and they were huge and thick. And this was the last to get hair. But when I was 15 years old, it was fully there. All right, go back to work. It's fine. How do you speak such good English? I don't know. Because when I moved around a lot as a kid. I went to lots of different schools, and as a kid, when in I think 2003, I moved to Belgium, and in Belgium, there's what they teach in primary schools is a bit different. So then I moved back to the Netherlands, and the kids that I was in class with back then, they already had English for 2 years, and I didn't have any English. I hadn't had any English before that. I didn't know any English, but I picked it up super fast, and next year it was just it was fine. Have you ever been to the AMEC? I have not been to AMEC. I love these age guesses. Me too. Me too. And it's all very wrong. Holy shit, I just saw the stash and had to come. Good. Good. The power of the stash. I hate you. I'm 19 and my beard still looks like pubic hair. Your beard looks like my chest, basically. How about that? He can't speak Dutch. I can't speak English apparently either. Dutch is a weird language. It sounds very odd. Never mind the beard. Look at the chest hair. Boy, I'm hairy everywhere. Eyebrows down is hair for me, to be honest. I have hair up here on my cheek as well. It's not as thick as down here, but my beard goes all the way up there. Are you subscribed to T Series? No, everybody subscribed to PewDiePie. I think I am subscribed to PewDiePie, but I don't watch his videos anymore. I don't really watch much videos at all, to be fair. I like Cinnamon Toast Ken. Meme Couch is funny. But that's about it. Which Hollywood fictional fight scene do you think you would want to re-choreograph? Lots. Pretty much all. Like, I mean, there's an... I for the most part, when I look at choreography in movies, I'm not really looking for realism, in a sense that realistic swordsmanship is not really fun to watch unless you specifically know what's going on and specifically like it. So there's this whole, choreography part, this movie part. And I like that movies have like their own specific styles of displaying combat, but there's always things that I like and things that I don't like. Like in Troy, for example, the movie Troy, the fighting is like absolutely stupid, but I love the way that that's choreographed. So, you eat all my beans? I did. I love beans. I'm not even joking. Black beans, kidney beans, get them in there. Did you meet any other YouTubers such as Calibre Metatron, for example? No. I mean, I am in like contact with them, kind of like online and stuff, but like to actually go out of my way to go there. Like if I ever go to Italy, and I'll send Metatron a message, I'm like, hey, dude, I'm in Italy. Then we'll probably meet up. But nah, I wouldn't go through the trouble. I'll probably, if I would go anywhere, I'd go to Poland and meet with the Swords Path. We used to be on this Discord server together, but when I was on the Discord server, I like didn't get any shit done. So he keeps asking me to go back to it, but I'm like, eh. At some point, maybe. Hi. How you doing? What do you think of For Honor's Knights? Do you think they did a good job at Ubisoft? No, man. For Honor, it's it's garbage. It's horrible. Ever want to go to the Czech Republic? Actually, a friend of mine was like, wait, was it in the Czech Republic? Fuck, I can't remember. Was somewhere else? I don't know. Actually, never mind. Skip that. I don't know. Go wear some plate, bro. Y'all choked to death. I like being choked. I don't, actually. You have to do a video on the new For Honor heroes. They're new heroes. I don't know. I'm not up to date with my gaming. Like all the videos that I make, they're all suggestions from people. I get comments, people like, you should look at this. This is a cool thing to make a video about it. And then I look at them like, oh yeah, because I don't keep track of any of that myself. Maybe you're Neanderthal, Nederlander. Yeah, maybe. Looking pretty close. All Neanderthals had mustaches. My doctor is Dutch. He told me you guys are the weirdest on earth. I can see that. I take pride in it. Man, stop calling yourself hairy. I have hairs even on my fingernails. Boy. I have hairs on my toes, actually. And on my fingers. Like right here. Like there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I'm flipping him off. It's not focusing. Okay, well, never mind. Are you predominantly a German or Italian longsword practitioner? German mostly. I find I've done some Fiore, but I like it's a lot easier to read German as a Dutch guy because it's the languages are similar. They're both Germanic, and all the HEMA schools in the Netherlands, they practice Lichtenauer of some sorts. So I mostly do German. I also think German is easier. Might piss some people off saying that, but it's easier to get the hang of than Italian is. Oops, I scrolled up a bit. Chainmail versus blade, who will win? That really depends. Like if you can have like a Hauberg or just a single like steel breastplate and nothing else, then in my mind the halberd would be better. But we're talking about like full mail versus full plate. Full plate would obviously be better. Hey Snap, hey, how you doing? What do you think of Game of Thrones? Well, I think a lot of things in Game of Thrones. Oops. Kingdom Come Deliverance Land. All right. What do you think of Kingdom Come Deliverance? I've never played it. Even if I wanted to, my computer could probably not handle it. But I hear it's very good. It's like edging on the realism in terms of swordsmanship. But like they could never make swordsmanship completely accurate in video games because there's just so much going on. You would never be able to like fix it in all the buttons on the controller or whatever. What's your favorite sword? Rapier, probably. Finland. Yes, Finland, good. Ooga booga. Okay, I guess I go to Finland. I don't like cold places, man. Finland is cold, right? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. Pretty sure that I can go to Poland. They go to a place that's like more to the south than the Netherlands is. More chest, please. Well, at least buy me a drink first. Jesus Christ. How do you find the pressure when competing in HEMA tournaments? It doesn't matter. You know, actually, in HEMA, you don't actually get hurt, right? Like, most you'll get is a bruise, or you can, like, an injury could happen if things go wrong, but for the most part, it's just, you know, have fun. Have fun. It's important. We Northerners are immune to cold. Yeah, well, I am not, okay? I'm not immune to cold. I'm actually cold right now because I unbuttoned this again. The socks don't work. Depends on how good your gloves are. That is true. That is true. I'm very happy with my gloves, to be honest. It's kind of hit and miss for me because I bought them on an impulse because they were on sale. Maybe you step wrong and strain something. Yeah, like Scalagram did. You guys know he like years ago at this point he like made a wrong step. He twisted his knee and it fucked him up, and he still feels it apparently. Poor guy. Well, oopsie daisy. Knappe jongen hoor, mooie snor. Dankjewel, I am Pim Pam Pet. What the hell do you use on your hair? My hair is approximately your hair length, and it's running my fingers through it feels like trying to rip my scalp off. I actually don't use any hair products. I just use shampoo, and when I'm done showering, I blow dry it with a hair dryer, and that's it. My hair's just soft. I got the special ones from Sparring Glove. Which ones? The ones with the 5 fingers? Could you review the armor made by the company called Mytholodon? Supposing it doesn't take much time. I actually don't know that company. Let me look it up. I'm going to look it up right now. Let me open a new tab. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got the 5-fingered gloves from Sparring Glove there. Yeah, I tried them from somebody else who has like about the same hand size as me, and I didn't like them very much because I didn't have much feeling. I couldn't bend my fingers. But oopsie, let me open a new tab. Hang on a minute. Okay. Let me take a look at Mytholon Armory. It looks very fantasy-ish, and it's all in German. Oh, here we go. English. Foam weapons, accessories. It very much looks like a LARP shop, if I'm honest. look at the mail they have available. The mail is very cheap, so it's probably butted. Oh, they have riveted mail as well. Plate armor. Yeah, this it looks like it's a LARP shop, mate. Too pretty for internets. Well, where else am I supposed to go? Like, postal pigeons are extinct. Okay, I used to use postal pigeons and just like fly people pictures of myself. Be like, please appreciate this, but it doesn't help. Are you done with Lord of the Rings? No, definitely not. I love Lord of the Rings. I've watched them 7 million times. And like, I watch them so often that I don't have to watch them anymore. I just fucking know what's going on no matter what. Can I start practicing HEMA on my own with help of tutorials on YouTube? You can, but if I'm really honest, it will probably not get you very far, because it's just so specific, and it really depends on the person. Some people, they learn very quickly from like watching other people do stuff, and others not so much. But like, there's really nobody to correct you on like simple things, on like small details. So it helps to just put some effort into it your own, but at some point you really need to get some guidance from other people. I kind of like them for the Mary stuff. Near very safe for tournament fencing. What do you mean, your gloves? I had a backflap on top of my helmet last Wednesday and couldn't hear shit of what people said. This stuff's so annoying. Yeah, when you wear the fencing mask and it's like covering your ears. Well, the backflap that I have is like open on the sides. It's not as protective, but I'm not a big fan of protection anyways. I wear it because otherwise people start, bitching. Is it worth buying an Albion sparring sword? Mixed opinions. Personally, I'd rather buy a cheaper one, but Albion does have the name for a reason. If you can afford it, go for it. Basically, that's my opinion. Oh, look, it's Freddie Mercury with long hair and a mustache. What's the thing in your hand? It's a balloon toy that's filled with like sand or some shit with a smiley thingy on it. What are you saying? Usama Lamgari is saying, Lamgari, hi. All right, hi. Is LARP armor not fancy one? Good for reenactments, supposing the shape is accurate. Well, the thing is, if you like take a good fall on a LARP breastplate, it'll just dent like a motherfucker, It depends on if you want to wear armor during a reenactment, you're probably gonna do fighting. And it really depends on the reenactment, because there's reenactments that really want every single thing to be 100% accurate. So it needs to be made in like the way that originally was. There's reenactments that go that far, and others, they don't really mind. They just, if it looks the part, then it's fine. But it can be wrong on the inside of your clothes, stuff like that. So it really depends. But I just wouldn't, like, LARP armor is too expensive for what it's really worth, if I'm honest. Do you play video games? No. All right, I'm gonna go. All right, see ya. Thank you for stopping by. There, the mustache, the shirt. You look like a gigolo. I am a gigolo. I would look like a creepy pervert if I tried that. But don't I look like a creepy pervert? That's what I was going for here, to be honest. Can spinning while wielding a longsword sometimes be justified? No. There's really no. I mean, if you want to look around very fast, then maybe. Then you could turn around. But there's really no other point. Hey, Kirsten, I'm I'm trying really hard with your names, guys. I can't make it. Hey, Kirstian, how you doing? How you doing? What's the weather where you live right now? Snow Jelly. It is. Let me open the window and see for you. It is so dark I can't see. There you go. I don't know. It's dark. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, what? Osama is really freaking out. Not know why. Yeah, you're trying to read. Try to read my name. Okay, I'll read your name. There. Was that close? I think it was close. Spinning a polished saber, but it's Mulinet mostly for show. Yeah, well, Mulinets are like good for form practice, getting the hang of motions and stuff. You can train your wrist with that. Could you beat a bear with a longsword? No. You could probably stab him in the head and kill him, and if you're lucky, you'll survive. But if he mauls you once, you're just dead. So if he sprints at you, you stick your sword forward. You might impale him and kill him that way. But, you know, that's about it. Not much else you can do. Which snack is better for a beginner level HEMA practitioner? Brinky or Kapitein Koek? Kapitein Koek is the bomb. Honestly. Like the little stars on the side. Like you can't eat them normally. You gotta eat the little stars on the side first. And then you can eat the rest, which is just the rest. I'm speaking Dutch lands now. Neder Dutch. The only way to win from a bear is to hug the bear. They're fluffy. That's why I'm fluffy. Because I'm a bear. How did you get into HEMA? That's a very boring story, actually. You know, like I said, I used to LARP as a kid, and in my LARP, there were people who did reenactment and show fighting, and I went with them to reenactment and show fighting, and through that, I got into HEMA, and that's it. And that's when I stopped LARP. It's really nothing intense. People hunted boars with long swords. They did, like the hunting swords. I don't really know how that would work, but you know, I guess it worked. Interesting look today. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take it as a compliment. Tell me, is being tall a slight disadvantage in a longsword fight? No, actually, length or height, I should say, is a huge advantage in longsword fencing, because most fights end with one person hitting the other. And since longsword HEMA now in general, there is just, you have a weapon, you're there, you're in your protective gear, and you start fighting. So the only thing that really matters is the effectivity of the weapon. Essentially, there's a lot of reasons why in history people would prefer weapons with, for example, less hand protection, or that are a bit shorter than people would now today, simply because it's easier to carry, for example. And that would make fighting a lot different. But now, if you can get that little bit of extra reach, that really helps. So if it's your body that's longer, because you can only make a sword so long until it becomes unwieldy, right? But if your body is longer, then you can use a longer sword without it becoming unwieldy, and you have more reach with your arms, meaning that you can stay out of distance while still being able to hit your opponent. It's actually a huge advantage. Where are you now? I am at home in the Netherlands. I got a burp. Okay, owned up to it. When you're a beginner, you have to do a lot of practice repeating moves. Not much boring. It's a little boring. How did you deal with the boredom when you were a beginner? I didn't think it was boring. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I didn't mind it. And well, to be fair, if I may, you know, patting myself in the back here, I feel like I got the hang of it like fairly quickly. So I don't know. I never minded it. But for a lot of people, the form practice is really boring. Yeah. So I don't know. Give yourself a treat. every time that you're done. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it, and it'll just get more fun over time. Speed beats strength in most HEMA fights, right? Yes. But technique beats speed, probably. You can make do with being a bit slower if you do the right moves at the right time. Who do you think would win a fight? A mentally disabled person with a knife and a helmet, or a midget with a slingshot? Like, that depends. Is the mentally disabled person aware that he's supposed to fight the midget? Can you convince him? He might freak out. That gives the midget an advantage, and the midget has the reach advantage. But will the disabled person die from like a single hit from a slingshot? Like, how many hits from a slingshot do you need? You gotta ask these questions to the slingshot channel. Do you know where Hamtaro is? No, like, I don't know. What's the HEMA scene like in the Netherlands? It's big enough. It's huge, actually. It's huge. Aside from swords, do you have preferred HEMA weapons? I don't really practice with anything besides swords, because I like spears, but I enjoy them. They're not my preferred weapon to fight with. You can't really practice with maces in a safe way. I'm not a big fan of axes. I'm planning on making a video about axes, but I just don't like them that much. And different kinds of swords. Swords are so versatile. There's so much different kinds. It's just fun. If you could star in a Western, you could star in a Western. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna talk like a cowboy now. This is my best attempt at a cowboy accent. Oh, I don't know, a cowboy accent? What the fuck? Did you ever get seriously injured practicing HEMA? No. I broke a finger and I broke my nose. And there's nothing else. I like daggers. I don't like daggers. Because dagger fighting, I feel like you only really pull out your dagger when you already get to wrestling, which is fine. But a lot of the dagger practices that you see in HEMA, they are very idealistic. I feel like your opponent has to be incredibly stupid for you to actually be able to do the techniques as they are portrayed, or as people portray them. And in real life, it would just be a lot more messy. So I honestly, if I'm really honest, I feel like practicing dagger HEMA is a waste of time, because you could practice the forms, but you're never going to be able to use that even in a HEMA tournament. If there are daggers, this really just to get to the ground, tackle him, grab your dagger, stab, and there you go. I really don't get that. What's your preferred sword for open areas? Well, if it's an open area, you can choose whatever. Like, if you have just a sword and nothing else, then I would not choose an arming sword or a messer. Even though messers were used on their own, they're not the best weapon to use on their own. But you could use a rapier or a saber or a longsword or anything, whatever you like. Are you interested in starting your own club in the future? Maybe. I've thought about it, but I haven't put any serious thought into it. Only one HEMA school in Israel, and it's 4 hours away. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Start your own. Start your own HEMA school. Like, every school starts somewhere. People in HEMA are usually friendly. They help each other. So I could just beat my cousin with a stick. You should. Fuck that guy. What do you think of glaives? They are awesome looking, but I've never really practiced with them or anything. Could you look directly at the camera and say, "My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die." Could I? Nah. I actually never watched The Princess Bride, if I'm very honest. I know it's a sin. But it's true. I never watched it. Are you religious? Nope. I am not. I wasn't raised religious. Was it? Actually, I went to like a religious school in Belgium when I was a kid, and like the teacher there didn't like me much, and I didn't like her, so I guess that's fair. But I got sent out of church a couple times, if I remember correctly, for asking like weird questions to the uh, whatever the guy's called. I don't even know what he's called. Pastor. I don't know what it's called in English. So um, I would ask stuff like if Adam and Eve had two sons, then how the fuck did they populate the earth? Stuff like that. And the teacher would get really mad and send me out of the church. And no, I'm not religious. I'm gonna have to stuff my face with food. All right, catch you Wednesday, probably. One of the way you can try to justify the weird stances in the treatises is the fact that they look so. It's the fact that they are so obvious that it looks like he gave warning to the other person before he stabbed him. Yeah, well, you could probably also like call it just like horrible art, horrible drawing. And I always wonder when I see it if like the things that you see should be interpreted literally, and especially with like in longsword fencing, we have experimented and learned that for the most part it's true. But I feel like with dagger fighting in HEMA, they really just drew the figurines the way that they did in longsword fencing. Just, oh, this is a man and he's holding a dagger like that. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to hold it that way. They just drew a human, I feel like, because I don't see how you can justify it otherwise. It really makes no sense. It's called a pastor? Okay, well, it's pastor. Thank you. So manslaughter versus murder. Okay, you want to talk about that? Sure. Why not? My name is Inigo Montoya. My name is Inigo Montoya. Get out of here. My name is Inigo Montoya. I never watched The Princess Bride, but I should, because it's very good apparently. Dagger and Fiore somewhat works. It's like jujitsu. Yeah, basically. That's like with any style of wrestling. You find that it's so similar to other styles of wrestling. It's like difference is the clothes. When you practice like Brazilian jiu-jitsu, there's a lot of shit going on with the gi, which you don't have if you don't have a gi. But it's really wrestling. It's just you have just a specific kind of body. We're all humans, and one might be taller or shorter or fatter or whatever. We're all humans, and there's only so many ways that you can use your body effectively. So many styles of wrestling all across the world, they're all just incredibly similar, and they have similar techniques and similar ways of doing things because those ways work, and that's just how it is. Some have proven to be slightly more effective simply because they are more elaborate, essentially. Halberd or spear? I would pick a spear, probably, depending on like the scenario, of course. But well, what's the best sword for dealing with enemies in full plate? Astok, probably. It's meant for penetrating armor. You'd want a relatively long blade that tapers into a very narrow point and that you can half sword with. Why swords? Because swords are awesome, man. Does it need an explanation? Cheers for the advice. Offer food. Thank you for coming. Kieran. It's gonna become a meme that I can't fucking pronounce names. Thank you. Notice me, senpai. McDanoff. I've noticed you, boy. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Which sword do you recommend for shaving your chest? The bitch sword. Okay. You shouldn't shave your chest. This is fluffy. If you shave your hair, if you shave your chest hair, it gets stubbly. The bitch will be laying here. The other bitch will be laying there. They'll be rubbing their cheeks against you. It'll hurt. It won't be comfortable. Okay. Have you studied wrestling or grappling? I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and submission grappling. S-Stock is long and heavy as heck. Yeah, I'm not really, like, don't quote me on this. I need to do more research on the part, but I'm not 100% sure on what exactly classifies as an S-Stock and what doesn't yet. And also, I don't act like I wanted to get an S-Stock, because why the fuck not? It's not like I have enough swords already. But I couldn't really find a manufacturer that I, liked enough to actually fucking get one. Like, there's no real manufacturer that I know that make good S-Stocks. Are you allowed to punch and kick in HEMA? Not really. I mean, okay, well, here's the thing. You're wearing protective gear, and you can, like, with your glove, you can jab somebody in the face. But if you do that and he chops you down with a sword, there's really... The punch is not gonna, like, knock you out, probably. It might, but, it's really all about... HEMA, it's all about if an attack would kill you, if it lands. So there's pommel strikes that you can do. Like, you can hit somebody in the face with a pommel, and that would work. I've also seen tournaments where you can kind of like initiate like a throw, but you don't finish it, so you can lift somebody up, but then you stop because, like, okay, you were able to throw him, but you don't actually throw him because you'll fall on the concrete and probably hurt himself, something like that. Like, I always tell people, like, you can punch, you can kick. There's like a technique where you punch somebody like to the groin area, like right above in the lower portion of your stomach, which is more of a distraction actually than an actual kick. You kick him and then you attack with your sword, because that sword is really, it's 1,000 times more effective than your hands or your feet will be. So, do you know any disarming martial arts? Well, there's some disarms in HEMA, but they are very hard to execute in full speed. I managed one once, and that was kind of when we weren't like super seriously fighting or sparring. We were like toying around. We were sparring, but in a fun way. Have you played Kingdom Come Deliverance? No, I have not. Submission grappling sounds like a raping technique. It is. No, it's pretty much like jiu-jitsu, but without a gi. So you're just wearing a rash guard, basically, or t-shirt. Kicking to punch somebody away when the bind is too high is good. Yeah, you could do that. But on the other hand, like, when you get into a high bind and you like kick them and they get out of the way, then they're in distance for your sword, but you're in distance for their sword as well. So at that point, there's usually the wrestling, but it's only really if the bind is, if you get in a high bind and you're like in a neutral bind, so neither of you can hit the other person. Otherwise, it really doesn't happen. Against an armored opponent, which would be better, a longsword or quarterstaff? Depends on, like, what does armored opponent mean? Like plate armor? Is it a legionary, like a Roman legionary? Is it a guy in a hauberk and a helmet? It could be anything, right? But a quarterstaff, it will fuck somebody up. It will fuck somebody in a helmet up, probably, if you can get a good whack in. If you can get a good whack in. I'd rather have a quarterstaff than a longsword, probably, against somebody in plate armor. I'd rather have a longsword against somebody in mail or less, because they can, pierce the armor. You should play Kingdom Come Deliverance. I really shouldn't. Like, you don't want to watch me play that. Do you ever fence, or is fencing for sissies? Basically, fencing is just sword fighting. Like, you have foil fencing, modern fencing, longsword fencing, rapier fencing, saber fencing. All kinds of sword fighting is fencing, essentially. But I like modern fencing, actually. I don't do a lot of it, but there's some modern fencers in my HEMA group that occasionally they bring their foils around it. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it, really. So, I had a nice time watching your stream, but I gotta go. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for being. Oh, fucking hell, I've already been streaming for an hour. Okay, this was actually just supposed to be a test to see if this worked or not. All right, have dinner. Thank you. Thank you for coming here. There's a lineage of the greatest swordsman who ever lived. They only lost one fight. A farmer with a quarterstaff. Well, it's not a sword fighter if he's a. Oh, they lost to a farmer with a quarterstaff. Yeah, because a quarterstaff is like a devastating weapon. It's insanely powerful. And if you have a sword and you're up against a quarterstaff, good luck. If you can block the first whack and like close in, then it might work. But gosh, quarterstaffs, they are horrible, horribly devastating weapons. It's just a big stick essentially, big heavy stick, and it works. What are the most vulnerable parts of chainmail armor? Well, it's pretty much the same anyway. Where it depends on like the specific piece, because if there's less links where it connects, then that's a weaker part. And like different kinds of mail have different connections, like in the elbows, have different ways of fixing that. But for the most part, it's relatively even all over. So there isn't really a weak point of mail armor. Are you ready for Game of Thrones season 8 battle reviews? I'm ready to shit all over everything that you guys love, as usual. Gosh. I should take my pain medication, probably. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Is there even anyone that does quarterstaff at full speed and force? There shouldn't be. Because if you do, someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die. You really can't take those blows. Do you have any battering spades? I don't know what you mean by that. What does battering spades mean, Eric? Rat poison. I do have rat poison. Actually, I also have a small knight up there. Can you see it? It's like a little doll. But like a figurine or some shit. But like it had a sword. It was holding a sword, but it fucking fell. Wait a minute. There you go. Look, it's a little Templar. Oops, the camera's over here. It's a little Templar and it had a sword in his hands. But I fucking yanked it out like an idiot. I was like, oh, can this come loose? Yoink, and it broke. So this is going to be my new video. I'm going to review this. This Knights Templar doll, is it realistic? I haven't made a lot of is it realistic videos in a while. I used to make them a lot. They used to be like the only fucking videos that I made, if I'm honest. I'm going to make a video talking about all the videos that I was going to make but haven't, and I'm probably never going to make anymore. How's that for a topic? Huh? How do I come up with it? There we go. In the background. Should I get Ellen here so we can both harass you? Sure. Get Ellen in here. Ellen, get your ass over here, boy. Beat the shit out of you. Ellen's a little bitch. Ellen's the swords path, by the way. Saber or straight edge? I like straight edge swords more. I like how curved swords look. I don't really like how they fence. But I'm also just not very much used to it. How much do you actually know about the medieval age apart from swords and shit? Actually, don't know anything. That's why I'm looking over here. There's just a big sheet. It's like somebody holding up a sheet with whatever the fuck I have to answer. I'm just an actor. I don't know shit. Hey, it's the night of Monty Python. Yeah. It's been, I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched Monty Python. Actually, it hasn't. I've watched it quite recently, but I can't fucking remember. By the way, thank you, Snap Jelly, for all the entertaining and informative videos that you made. Discovered you 2 weeks ago. And binge watched all your shit. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Do you think you can murder a knight with a metal chair? Yes. Just smack him. Hulk Hogan. I actually had a Hogan stash before this, but I like, weird as it might sound, I normalized it. Food just arrived. Okay, bye. See ya. Thank you for coming. Now you guys are making me hungry with all this food talk. What time is it on wherever the fuck you guys are at? Send some times in the chat. I'm curious. Have you ever tried or seen mounted fencing? Well, I used to ride horse, and there's jousters in our entertainment group, but they are like I have yet to combine the two. I didn't really. There's some horse training that we did, but I didn't really enjoy it very much. I usually don't come. Gosh. So it's dinner time. I guess everybody was in my time zone. It's 1850 where I'm at. Did you watch Chad's video on boob plates? Caused a bit of a stir. No, I have not actually. Did you make a video on boob plates? I did too, like ages ago, like years ago. That was such an old video. It's 1 a.m. in Hong Kong. Are you in Hong Kong? Dong Jordan? You're watching this at 1 a.m. in Hong Kong? Base snap jelly. I agree. Where are all you guys from? Post in the chat with the times. Never thought I'd see the day where I'm here in algebra class watching Snap Jelly. Priorities. Priorities, all right? You're in algebra, but what's more important? Learning algebra or watching Snap Jelly with a porn mustache and his button unbuttoned with his chest hair out on a live stream? What's more important? Do you think that a broom would be able to penetrate the skull? The handle, maybe? With enough force? If your skull is like suppressed against a wall or some shit, then it might. If it's like just dangling, then it probably won't. What's the story of the name from Poland? Snap comes from the Dutch words snap je, which mean do you get it? And jelly is like a play on my first name. So Ireland, welcome. I know somebody from Ireland, and I'm gonna be very racist right now, but that's fine because Irish people are white, so nobody cares. I have a friend from Ireland, and every time that I like chat with him, he's playing video games or something, and he speaks like fairly normal. He doesn't really have much of an accent, but then when he dies or whatever, the accent goes up to 100. He could, oh yeah, absolute gobshite. Get out here. I like how Dutch people. I like how Irish people say like car, a car, for some reason. Water. I'm sorry, I'm being offensive. Switzerland, USA, Ireland, Canada. Canada isn't real. Funny. Yeah, we always say car like that. Was it good? How did you like my impression of an Irish accent? What are you playing with in your hand? I'm playing with my nuts. I'm actually no. This is like a little thing. I think it's like a stress toy or whatever. I don't know. I used to have one as a kid. There's like sand in it or some shit, or like just white powder. Not the white powder that I like. Rugs is not funny, kids. You shouldn't do it. But, well, you look like an Italian pimp, but I am a Dutch pimp. All right, get your facts straight. I called the Witcher to see who shows up. 1 sec. Need a bagel. Do a trick when I get back. Okay, I'll whip out my dick real fast. Don't worry about it. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? I did. Actually, I don't. I'm SpongeBob. I'm not. I hate pineapple. Why do people like pineapple? Like everybody starts talking about pineapple on pizza. I'm just pineapple in general. It doesn't taste good. It ruins everything. My mom used to put pineapple in fucking lasagna, and it ruined lasagna for me, right? For like, who doesn't like lasagna? I didn't, because I thought it had pineapple in it until I learned that it's just my mom putting pineapple in lasagna. Makes no freaking sense. Flour or starch? Is that what's in here? I don't know. Really, is it flour? Like, it's probably some chemical bullshit, right? It can't be flour. Actually, I had that once when, as a kid, one of these broke, and I was like, shit, it was white fluffy powder everywhere. So I just grabbed the nearest cup that I had, like just a little container, and I emptied it in there, and I just put it on my desk, and I never cleaned it because I never clean. So eventually my mom found it, and she was like super worried, like, what is that? Yeah, I don't, it's the shit that comes out of one of these things, Mom. Don't worry about it. Drugs aren't funny, but they sure are fun. That is, well, I already said it. People are going to quote it now. That's fine. Your Irish accent is majestic. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Somebody actually, a couple days ago, I got a comment from somebody saying like, so is this like the Irish Jesus Christ? I'm like, I'm not Irish. Do I sound Irish? Who dares dislike the stream? You can like a stream. I'm like, I don't know anything. I can see the likes up here. They have like 39 likes, but I can't see the dislikes for some reason. What's your stance on gingers? I'd fuck them. I mean, what? Pineapple on pizza should be outlawed. No, it shouldn't, because as soon as you find out that somebody puts pineapple on a pizza, you know that you should not be friends with that person, because he's a homicidal maniac or psychopath, right? Can't be anything else. Carrots on pizza is class. Exactly. Just whole carrots, whole raw carrots, stuff them in there. That's how it works. Pineapple, jalapenos, bacon, chicken is the shit on pizza. Charles. We need to talk, right? That sounds very good, except for the pineapple. I really like, honestly, I'm not a picky eater at all. I'll eat anything except pineapple. Well, I also eat pineapple, but I just really don't like it. It tastes so bad. It's so strong. It's acidic. It actually burns the inside of your mouth. The acid of pineapple. It's just not supposed to be eaten, right? Because if you eat like peppers, ghost peppers or some shit, that spice hurts, but it doesn't actually damage you. It just hurts. But pineapple, it actually damages you. You're not supposed to eat it. It's prickly on the outside and on the inside. To be honest, I don't like pizza. It's not as great as people say, but I have the same with bacon, to be honest. I like myself some bacon, but not my favorite. I'm a big fan of pastries. Like, I really don't eat any candy for the most part, because, I exercise a lot. I have a pretty strict diet, and I like excluded all excess sugar, so I don't drink soda, and I don't eat candy and that kind of stuff. But like, the only thing that really bothers me that I don't eat is pastries. I like pies and shit, and I never eat any because, well. So I'm actually planning on changing my diet a bit to be slightly more forgiving in terms of sweets and cookies and stuff like that. Well, I almost mistake you for a leprechaun once because of the accent. What do you mean, mistake? I'm actually a leprechaun. No, you don't sound Irish, but your accent on Irish people is perfect. Thank you. Thank you. I take great pride in my Conor McGregor impression. Cross guards, question mark? Yes, cross guards. What's your question, Tong? Your chest is almost as hairy as my balls. Dude, you should shave your balls, right? Actually, don't. Just let it grow. Let it grow. Nobody sees him anyway. Sad. Do you think that if I cut the leprechaun open, it'll spell out Lucky Charms? Who hurt you, Eric? Who hurt you? Just shaved mine. Wow, I look young. You mean you shaved your balls and now you look young again? That's kind of nasty, if I'm honest. I wish I could grow a beard or a mustache. It's really nothing to miss there, to be honest. Shaving sucks, man. But I like cereal. I like cereal too. But again, I never eat it. I have oatmeal every single morning. Because I'm boring like that. Gosh. Wait, who said that they shaved their balls? Oh, Electric Eye. Do you mean like you shaved your beard or you shaved your balls? Because we were just talking about shaving balls, all right? I need to know. This is important. Oops. Fuck. There you go. There's people in the hallway. I don't know if you can hear that. Is there any possibility that you might go to fight camp, Mad Eastern, something similar in the future? I'm going to Winterkamp from the Zwaardkring in February. But, you know, that's like a Dutch event, so I'm going to see Dutch people there. Probably. But, you know, I might travel to London, I think, is to get a fight camp, but I'm not very excited for long travel, if I'm honest. I might, but, you know, at some point. Shaving your balls is easier said than done. That is very true, sir. Also, if you use a straight razor, it's going to be a challenge. Actually, very TMI, I know, but I actually like cut my nuts once using an electric razor. It was just, you know, because it was like I was going on down there. Like, okay, I can't cut myself with this. Apparently, you can. Fucking hell. So once the stream is over, how about we go back to my place for a bowl of my favorite cereal, Count Chocula? Okay, just post your address in this in the stream here, Eric. I just post it right here. Nothing's gonna go wrong. I'll show up. I swear. Don't, please. That was a joke. They are speaking more on German. Who is speaking more on German? More on German. What's your main sword school interest? I'm doing the Codex Danzig mostly. Fiore, Lichtenauer, Mayer, Lichtenauer. This. But I like Mayer as well. I have done Fiore, not much of it. So what's so hard about shaving your balls? You have to kind of like stretch it out to try and get a good stroke in, and like usually you have to go over the same spot multiple times. I would cream myself to see you and Matt together. All right, how about you send that to Matt? All right, and we'll arrange something. Juggling. I learned how to juggle in school, actually. I went to a Waldorf school for 2 years. It was the weirdest shit ever. I really didn't like it. It was not my thing. But, you know, I did learn how to sew and how to, like, make shoes and juggling. So, you know, useful stuff. Has the Swords Path ever talked to you about the duel he was in? I think maybe. I think so. He told me, yeah, he told me before that he had to like fight somebody to the death, and it's like cool. I don't know. It's been a long time since I talked to that dude. Under a stone next to a tiki statue and a pineapple in the sea. Okay, that's where you live. Nice. Okay, right. Oops, I clicked the mute button on accident. I don't know how the fuck that happened. So, Alan talks to everybody about that fight. Yeah, but you know, I never listen to people when they talk to me. He probably told me at some point, but I forgot. The people in the hallway are speaking more on German, aka Danish. They're speaking Dutch, but you know, close enough. Have you played that new VR sword fighting game? You mean like what was it, Beat Saber or something? I would really like to play that, but I don't have a VR setup, and I'm not gonna get one just for that video game. He just messaged me. We'll see if he pops in. Okay, sure. I'll tell him right away that Savaoku is bitching about his bell to the death. He looked like the new kids. Yeah, you're right. I do. Should I shave my beard? As long as you keep the mustache, I'm fine with it. Keep the mustache. Do you respond to private Twitter messages? I don't want to sound rude. Yeah, you can mess me. I don't use Twitter an awful lot, but you can just send me a message and you know I'll respond to her about it. Hello Snap, I love your stuff, man. We should collab and do a fight scene, sword fight. All right, if you can fucking get to the Netherlands, we'll do a fight scene together. Beat the fuck out of you. Oh, hi, snappers. Hello. Do you think... Oh, that's the source path. Oh, hey. How you doing? Took you long enough. We've been streaming for 1.5 hours. Do you think someone can relax so hard they forget to live? Well, I'm already dead on the inside, so might as well. Have you ever learned any martial arts with weapons than HEMA? Other martial arts with weapons besides HEMA? Not really. I mean, I used to do judo, and there was some like knife shit in there, but well, I can't really remember most of that. So, looking great, the mustache. Thank you. Finally, somebody appreciates. Oh, by the way, the guy who called you, he was bitching about that fight to the death you were in. I'm just saying, I don't want to like stir anything up. We was being quite pissy about it, so just looking out. Not being a snitch, but I'm kind of being a snitch. The Witcher is here. Hey, I actually tried Alan while you're here. Like I tried doing the twirly whirly thing with a sword a while ago, and you can do them like with both hands at the same time, right? Like I posted a video on that on Instagram. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Like a flourish, is that what it's called? But I like fucking broke half my wrist trying that. I don't know what the fuck you do it. Do you think the story of the Flying Dutchman might be for real? I don't know the details of the story, but I know that in the original one, it was supposed to be like a ghost that lived on half a ship, like half of a ghost ship that he used to sail or something. And the Flying Dutchman was actually the captain and not the boat. So, I don't know. Black is the color of emptiness. I feel it in my soul because I'm an emotional mess. You're right, buddy. You want my stress thingy? Where's its face? Look at it. It's smiling at you. See that? I'm here for you, mate. You can talk to me about anything. To this thing, not to me. Like more important stuff. Snappy snatching. Hell yeah. What music do you listen to? Not a lot in general. I only really listen to music when I'm in the train or something. And at the moment, I'm listening to Arctic Monkeys and Queen, and not much else. Hello, nice to see you're doing well. Thank you. I am still not 100%, and still can't eat everything, but I'm doing better. I don't have to eat ice cream or popsicles. I mean, for like 7 hours a day. Snake's tail. I don't know what you mean with that. The Chivuku, the villain, last early who was training in the mountains with his katana in order to take revenge on me. I'll film it, okay? I'll post it on my channel, not on yours. You'll get like 10% of the revenue, don't worry about it. Are you in fact the Flying Dutchman? Yes, I can fly, but not very far, and only once, and off a building. I got a story to tell you. It's about a computer that is rectally inserted. I don't know if I want to hear that story, but shoot, go for it. What do you prefer, bow or crossbow? I'm not much of an archer. I like crossbows, but it's like more of an appreciation kind of like, because I'm not much of an archer. So all the archers that I know, they whine about like the art of archery, and they're like, oh, normal bows, they're so much greater. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll take it. I'll take your word on it. But yeah, whatever. Yes, Queen. Tell us more details about Queen. Freddie Mercury make songs. I like their songs, so I listen to them. There you go. If we're throwing around accusations, it wasn't the mountains. I was trying to tie rocks to my feet and trying to swim up to be funny. You guys are just having a battle here in my comment section. That's fine. Go ahead. Do you play guitar? No, I don't. I don't play any instruments. Hello, I'm back. Hey, welcome back, Mister. I don't know your name. Do you watch Game of Thrones? Yes, of course. I've made 7 million videos on it. Firearms. No, my arms are not on fire. Oh, so hilarious. Snappy, it was great seeing you, but I gotta go now. I expect your swift return to the fold. See, I told you guys. He keeps asking me to go back to Discord. I forgot my password and everything. I haven't been on Discord for so long. Still trying to find that video of me showing my butt. It's there. I gotta be honest. I forgot what it's called too, so I can't find it myself. Mm-hmm. It was. I'll tell you the context of the video of me showing my butt. Maybe it's easy. We were at the Highland Games in Honk, and we were reenacting the Scottish Jacobite Rebellion, sort of. And Scots, they don't wear anything underneath their kilt. So, like the leader of our group really wanted us to line up for a picture with all of the guys like showing their ass to the camera. And we did that, but somebody was filming and put it online. And the weird thing about it is, one of the people there actually wasn't 18 yet, so that's kind of child pornography. So, but nobody knew, and we also didn't know people were going to post it online. So we couldn't find who posted it, and we kind of just left it. It's like, okay, let's just, no one knows. But now everybody knows because I just told you guys in a stream. Well, shit. Okay, nobody can find the video anyway. It's fine. Where is Snap from? I am from the Netherlands. Ellen basically recruited me because I don't mind harassing people. All part of his plan to get you back in the lodge. Do you guys miss me so much? I don't really add much. I'll be doing my research still, okay. Would you rather fight 5-meter giant with a sword or 10 midget with a handgun and a dagger? I've actually never shot a handgun. I've shot some rifles, so I don't know if I could shoot a handgun. And it depends on if there's like distance. 20 actually, 20 midgets. How much bullets does the handgun hold? Because let's say I can get like all kinds of headshots. If it has like 8 bullets, then I'll have to fight like 12 with a dagger. If anything, like a dagger is going to be as good as a weapon against a bunch of midgets as a longsword. It might even be better if they like gang up on you. You have 12 bullets and 2 magazines. I also wouldn't know how to reload it because I've never done it before. So, what if I did giant? I could probably normally like it when people argue like one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. You should always go with 100 horses because that one duck, that size, if it bites you once, it breaks all the bones of your body. You're just fucked. There's nothing you can do. So it's just like a bear, but in duck form. There's really no winning there. But you could kind of best the smaller animals. But if it's like a human-ish that's 5 meters and you have a sword, you could probably rush in and stab him in the dick, and then there's a chance. I don't know. That's actually a tough question. The midgets might gang up on you and beat the shit out of you. If they can disarm you, which they could, then they'll stab you to death. It's really no winning there. How long will you keep the mustache? Until I get tired of it. Probably. I'm actually annoying somebody right now who really doesn't like it, so I'm gonna keep it for as long as she stops whining about it. And when she stops whining about it, I'll shave it probably. I don't know. I don't care, man. I don't care. I just think it's funny. I keep hearing the Hulk Hogan theme song every time I hear the mustache. Well, actually, I shaved it in like a handlebar stash, like when the Hulk Hogan asked, but I like shaved the rest. I don't know. Actually, at a while back, I had this themed barbecue, and I was dressed up as like a 70s character. I had this Rolling Stones T-shirt and this weird ass sunglasses. But I forgot to shave my beard into a mustache. It was so bad. I got there, and I forgot. It was so dumb. Anything that can be punted can be defeated. Yes, this is true. If you can stab it, it can die. What's the biggest thing you've killed? My hopes and dreams. What a weird question. What a morbid question. Eric again. Eric, who hurt you, Eric? Eric, I'm worried about you, man. I'm worried about you. Me too. Speaking of she, are you still with Victoria? No, me and Victoria broke up like in May or June or something, beginning of the summer. We're all dead inside. We are. That's some creepy mustache. It's not. Okay? It's not. This mustache is sexy, and anybody that claims otherwise is just in denial. That's all that it is. It's actually very confusing because I had the beard for so long. I've never had a beard for as long as I did now. Because I didn't post any videos in December because at first I was busy and afterwards I got an infection, as usual. And I was like, okay, you know what, fuck it. I could possibly I could have like uploaded videos sporadically, but I was like, all right, I'll just take the month off, which is stupid because December is the best paying month for advertisements. But well, I just let it grow and my beard got fucking long, and then somebody I was with, she kept tickling it with her long ass nails and it kept knotting and it was annoying, and then I shaved it. And like an hour after I shaved it, she sent me a picture saying that she cut her nails because she wants to do boxing. like, come on, just shave my beard. Would you rather get stabbed 13 times or be shot in both kneecaps? Like, where would I get stabbed, Eric? Eric! Come on, Eric. What kind of question is that, Eric? Eric, where would I get stabbed? If I get stabbed 13 times in the torso, I'll die. All right. If I get shot in both kneecaps, I'll be, in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, which means I could not do anything which I like doing, which would make me kind of want to kill myself. It doesn't matter. Okay, both suck. I think that being stabbed would be a sucky way to die, though, because it stings, probably, bleeding out that way. We're all dying, just really slow. Some faster than others. Why did this become morbid all of a sudden? Actually, my wounds are hurting. I need to take some pain medication. There you go. I take aspirins without water, and people call me crazy, but I actually think it's easier to swallow without water. So call me a monster, but well, that's how I do. That's how I do things. Okay, don't judge me. Let's Play channel. What? Oh, when you give up on HEMA and make when we give up on HEMA, make a Let's Play channel. Probably never, because I am the worst at games. I don't like games. I don't have a gaming computer. Like I said it before, like at the beginning of the stream, I tried to make some Age of Empire gameplay videos, and my computer couldn't handle that. It was lagging all over the place. You should get a mullet to go along with the stash. Maybe I should. I like this haircut too much. I'm not gonna mess with it. Good hairstyle. Thank you. It's actually very messy, but that's fine. I'm just keeping it like this. In the stomach. What? Oh, I get stabbed in the stomach? Okay. Those are both bad choices, Eric. Eric, I'm worried about you. Prescription drugs. They're really just paracetamol. I don't know what they're called in English. If it probably has the same name. I don't know. Just some aspirin, basically. What did you get done that you were taking medication? I had my tonsils removed last week. I asked a friend who was stabbed and shot which he would prefer, and he said he would rather get shot. I mean, bullet wounds expand, though. Like, it causes, like, huge amounts of internal damage. I mean, both suck. I don't know. God, you look creepy. Excuse you? Yeah, boy. Cody Volpe. Excuse you? Porn star. Wink. See, that guy gets it. A mullet would look weird. A mullet always looks weird. Isn't it kind of weird that now we're talking about styles, how styles change, and then at this point in time, you can kind of get away with anything. Like, even if you have something weird like a mustache, people would just say, like, oh, he's like hipster or unique or whatever. And you know, it doesn't fucking matter at this point. Like, it's in style now to just do something fucking weird, to color your hair a strange way or just shave your head even as a girl or whatever. Which before, that would be absolutely ridiculous, but now it's stylish. Odd, isn't it? It drives me so mad that I cannot find your butt on YouTube, but I have to keep on looking. I just talked about that. I can't find it anymore either. Also, I also don't know where it is. I forgot the name of the video. You deserve ice cream. I know, but I don't eat a lot of that. A dreamboat stabbed in the back and it became a horse and my torso. What, dude? What's the best Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Lord of the Rings, definitely. I do have a huge nostalgia boner for Lord of the Rings, just being honest. But in my mind, if I'm really honest, Game of Thrones leaves much to be desired. It's nice, but it does not compete in my mind. You look either like a 70s rock band member or pedo. Why would those two exclude each other? Folk bark. Folk bark. Did I read that right? Yes, I did. Why would those two exclude each other? Be all inclusive. How about not to get shot or stabbed? Is that an option? Thank you, the gamer freak. Thank you. I am Eric. I'm very worried about you, boy. Kidding. I've been watching your channel for years, and you inspired me to grow my hair out. Good. Now grow your mustache out. Okay. The bitches will flock to you like flies to a fucking turd. I don't know. Would you kill a puppy for 18 billion euros? Hell yeah, dude. Why not? Fuck it. Yeah, of course. Why not? Anybody that wouldn't is just a fucking moron. Yeah, I get weird looks from my mega beard or wizardy. Yeah, it needs trim. It does, man. It does. You can't just let your beard grow and do nothing about it. You gotta be maintained. See, and since when is Snap Jelly working in porn? Like, dude, I've always been working in porn. That's why I wax my swords. So spread. I gotta burp again. Okay, owning up to it. Again. If you could have a specific magic ability, what would it be? I'm gonna be like super lame and just say super strength, probably. Like not like insane levels of strength, but if I could lift like 200 kilos with relative ease or something like that. Like if that you're obviously way stronger than you should be, but nothing too insane that people would lock you up because you're like stupidly overpowered, something like that. Like I wouldn't like want to learn how to fly. That would be useful, but after a while, I guess that's not going to be cool anymore. So why the fuck would you want to fly? If it's just to go to other places, then teleportation is a lot more useful. So super strength would be dope to have because then you can boast with it. Like, hell yeah, I'm hella strong. You could get like an incredibly efficient MMA career without ever doing any training. It's actually not true. Maybe somebody gets you in a headlock and you could just kind of like break their arm. I don't know. Super strength is dope, man. It's like I like the simple magic powers. I don't like the super complicated shit. Snap Jelly should do a collab with Scalagram or Shadiversity. I could. I don't really keep track of their channels very effectively, like I should. You look like if Nick Offerman grew his hair out. I don't know who that is, but I'll take it. He's probably very handsome. I can't grow a mustache. My upper lip looks like a scorched empty field after a wildfire. What does mine look like then? What would you call this? A grass patch. What would you call this? You have to kill the puppy with your teeth, though. Still. Like, kill one puppy. Do you have any idea how much 18 billion is? Like, I'd probably kill a puppy for a few thousand, if I'm honest. It's not a crime to kill a puppy, is it? I mean, people would hate you for it, but fuck that, man. Why not? Come on. I once shaved the wrong way, and I looked like a Spanish pedophile. Are you Spanish, Eric? Are you Spanish? Eric, it doesn't surprise me that you would still do it. Eric, I'm seriously worried about you, okay? We need to work on this. This is we need to there's people who will help you, Eric. I'm just saying. There's people who can Eric needs help a lot of yeah, exactly. Eric, there's always people who will listen, okay? Maybe not me, but some people will listen. No, I'm Slovenian. Then why did you look Spanish after you trimmed your mustache? That's racist, Eric. Like all Spanish people have mustaches. I'm part Portuguese. Hello. I actually started learning Portuguese because I was planning on moving there, but I didn't, so I stopped. Can you show us your sword? All right. All right, I'll show you my sword. Here, look. It's a Regnier fader. Had it for a while. It's pretty well maintained. I'm still waiting for my other swords, Regnier Armory. Still waiting. I know that January isn't over yet, but I'm still waiting. Gosh. There. I'm getting a side sword as well. Kind of excited about that. Do you smoke weed because it's legal? I do not, actually. I mean, there's a mental institution about 40 minutes away. Eric, it's meant to be. Go to the mental institution, Eric. They'll help you, I swear. Nah, mate, show us your spear. Wink, wink. I don't have a spear, man. I don't have a spear. You know how hard it is to take a spear with you? Have you done any test cutting? I have. It's been a while. I should get into test cutting. I don't want to make test cutting videos because I don't like test cutting videos. And there's already like 7 billion out there. So, yeah. My Chihuahua approves of your mustache. Thank you, Chihuahua. Thank you, James Chihuahua. He gets it. Freaking wonderful story, my guy. I was going to Portugal, but I changed my mind, so I stopped yet. Basically, I did go. I went for a couple weeks to Portugal, but it was just to Porto. Yeah, it was not really a place for me. Eu não falo português. Você fala inglês, por favor. Aren't we all waiting for swords of freaking basically. Both Israeli visit the Netherlands because of it. It has nice museums. Yeah, there are a lot of nice museums. Really, do lots of Israeli people visit the Netherlands? Because I know, like once every while in Breda, at least, there's this day where it's absolutely packed with Asian tourists, and it's just crazy because the rest of the year it's just kind of normal, and just this one day, it's just Asians everywhere, Asian tourists everywhere. And you can tell they're tourists because they're fucking taking pictures of everything. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. It's just packed. It's crazy. For the most part, I've never really noticed a lot of tourism here, to be honest. A lot of immigration, but well. You know, it's annoying to polish the sword when it gets surface rust. Yeah, it's a bitch. But you know, I don't mind a bit of rust, but like the top sword there, that's my abuse sword. That's the one I use to beat the shit out of whatever. And right where I'm pointing, it has this little brown spot that I haven't bothered to fucking get off. But you know, it's like it's low-key annoying the fuck out of me, but not enough for me to actually get rid of it. So, well, I'm just kind of leaving it there. Have you ever tried one of Regnier's messers? No, I have. No. Does Regnier make messers? Does Regnier make messers? Ooh, that's. Hang on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna look at that. Regnier Armory. And oh, what the fuck? He changed his website. I don't like change. What is this? Oh, come on. Oh my god. Regnier changed his website and now I'm confused. He does make messers. I didn't even fucking know that. Damn it, now I want one. Oh, come on. Okay. Regnier changed his website. If only you could fucking change my order. I don't want to change my order. I just want to get it soon. How does one get into HEMA in the US? Well, I'm not in the US, but you can go to HEMA Club Finder and find a club that's near you and click on it and see if they have a website or whatever and contact them. It's relatively easy. Asian invasion. I've got to say that to my Asian friends. You know. Do you think it's true that we want what we can't have? Maybe not really. I mean, kind of. Some people. I feel like that's the way that people think if they're not happy in life. But if I know that I really can't have something, like that I really can't have something, then I'm just not gonna fucking bother with it. I just like swords, man. I want all of them. I want all swords. Swords are beautiful. Swords are awesome. My friend is a HEMA practitioner and he's often trying to convince me to buy some armor and swords and train with him. Tried it once with borrowed gear and kind of like it, but how do you know if it's something you want to put your time and money into? Well, it's really just something. Well, the hard thing about that is HEMA is expensive in terms of gear and equipment and weapons and all that. It's really a big investment to make, and you can usually sell your gear if you really want to stop, and if it's still usable, then people always get secondhand gear somewhere. But you can always get rid of your sword simply by selling them. You'll get some of your money back, but it is a large investment, so it's really just something that you like or you don't. And you can always just get like a waster, like a plastic sword, essentially, like that one. And you can get that and a mask, and get started on stuff. And see if you continue to like and then want to take it more seriously later. I do advise though to get into steel weapons fast, to get a fader fast, because its fence is so much better than plastic. It really does. Oops. If you don't like change, then you must not like Obama. Obama's my boo. We hang out. Priorities, man. Watching Snap Jelly and doing schoolwork. Schoolwork isn't important. Who didn't go to school? Like some important guy, probably. Would you rather cut off 2 fingers or put the toothpicks under your toes and kick a wall? Eric. Come on, Eric. I'm not gonna respond to that, Eric. Who tortured you, Eric? That's what I wonder. Eric. Like mentally. What's up? What's going on, Eric? You can talk to me, it's fine. Watching Snap Jelly is more important than everything. I agree. That's why I have mirrors everywhere in my room, like above my bed, like against the wall. When I'm fucking somebody, I can look at myself. It's way more important. How do you know if I'm not a sea urchin? Eric, we don't, but we respect everybody on this channel. Also sea urchins. Bericht ingetrokken. Said something rude, I guess. I don't know. I got a degree and I'm still at home with my son. LMAO. School is for fools. You said it, not me. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. Me and my friends are planning to visit the Netherlands to see some of these museums. You should. Come over. Have a laugh at the museum. I like museums. They're nice. Okay, please tell me if the YouTube title is in English or Dutch. What, like of the title of the stream? If it's supposed to be called Mustache Streams Melt Steel Beams. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Now I'm worried. Let me check. Oh my god, I'm so popular. All these people sending me messages. I got like 9 messages. That's actually a lot. I feel popular. It is called that. Okay, now, okay, that's English. Mustache is English. It's called snor in Dutch. I've been looking on YouTube with Dutch translations. What? You've been looking at Dutch translations on YouTube? How? What? Huh? 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 You got me confused. You got me confused. What's going on here? Wait, what is this? Oops. The mustache might be hypnotizing me. It should. I'm actually trying out a new webcam as well, because I didn't really like the camera quality anymore that I had. So I might as well use this to film as well if it's better. Is the title of the butt video in English or Dutch? Oh, of the butt video. Oh, I thought you meant of the stream. Of the butt video. Fuck, that's a good question. I could probably like ask somebody what it's called again. Gosh, what is? I don't. Well, I can't remember. Like if I knew something like that, I could probably find it myself. It's probably English. It's probably English because I think that the people who filmed it are like I know them, but I don't know them very well. I don't have their phone numbers or anything. They're like acquaintances. But I think that they were trying to like get into the stock footage of business, and they made like these short ass videos of like weird as fuck random things, including that, and they just put it online. I'm like, it's not how stock footage works. You need to actually ask money to get it. But well, it's probably in English. I don't follow what Shermington is going on about. Snappy, or are you just doing this until you pass out? Well, I was actually only planning on streaming just to see if it worked, if I can get the camera and the microphone to work. But we've been going for 2 hours now. I'm probably gonna stop soon. Don't worry about it. I'll actually figure out something decent to stream next time, and you guys can watch. How about that? What's the one thing you wish you had known when you were a beginner in HEMA? Better HEMA. I don't know. It's like everything. That sounds like a very clickbaity YouTube title. The 5 things I wish I knew before I started. No, it's all part of growing. You don't know shit when you start, and it's a hurdle you have to get over. You just get better and more knowledgeable over time. That's it. Give it time. And the only thing that I can really say is that you only grow as fast as the amount of effort you put into it. People who put more effort into it, who actually, make sure that they pay attention to what's being said, they learn fast. They learn a lot faster than other people. That are just kind of there and don't give a shit for the most part. It's really about how much effort you put into it yourself. That's all I can say. Shave that shit, but no with Gillette. No. Okay? I'm not gonna shave my shit. I'm gonna flush my shit through the toilet. I live in a civilized country. We don't do that. So in a fight, do they come at you or do you come at them? Do you both at the same time? You mean if I would be the first one to punch? Probably not. I'm not really a pro violence kind of guy. I like fighting because I like combat. But I feel like if at any given point somebody throws a punch, then that person is lost, just in general, because you have to like seriously feel better than somebody else to actually, throw a hit at them. I feel like it's just such a it's a really unnatural thing for humans to do, to punch each other. Humans are not made for fighting. That's why we need weapons. Like our hands, even our knuckles, are not made for fighting. This is such weak little bones. We don't have anything to fight with. I feel like if you throw a punch as in an argument or for whatever reason besides defending yourself, that's really just sad. Dirty Sanchez. Exactly. This guy gets it. X gets it. Ever fought with pole arms? Yeah, but for fun, messing around. Have you try or want to try jousting? I've thought about it. I want to get back into horse riding to get into jousting for a while. But on the other hand, I'm kind of not sure if like the effort that I have to put into getting there is like worth the result, because jousting doesn't really get me excited, if I'm honest, if I'm really honest. So it's fun to watch, and horses are nice, and ooh, armor shiny. But, I like tough jousting that actually knocks people off their fucking horse. That's awesome. But usually when you look at a joust, it's like skinny ass sticks that break on impact, and that's lame. What would you do if you were immortal? Everything. I'm immortal. Have all the time in the world. Are you going to do more comment reading videos? Probably not for a while. People really liked them when I started out doing them, and after a while, people kind of just got tired of them. Same format, doing the same stuff over and over again. So I might in the future, but I'm not really excited for it. It's all the same bullshit. People can't spell, idiots. I get shit tons of comments like that. So it's all the same, same old, same old. Are there any martial arts you are interested in learning? I am doing kickboxing, Brazilian jiu-jitsu right now. And I used to do Kyokushin karate, but I stopped because, well, I did. I don't know. I just fucking stopped. What about archery? I'm not a huge fan of archery, to be honest. It doesn't really get me going like other stuff does. What you wouldn't do as an immortal, whatever the stash. What? Hi, Snap Chili. I'm Traveler. Hey, I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say your name. I am gonna try. There you go. I said your name. You're welcome. I'm sure it was perfect. Yeah, even I was like, if I make a dumb comment, I can get an easy herder. Yeah, well, the thing is, a lot of people say that, but I do actually recognize people that comment on my videos a lot. And I had a lot of people that were just like making stupid comments, and that it was so obvious that they were just trying to get in a mean comment video, because I see them comment all the time. I actually only had it once that somebody who was like, just a very active viewer of my videos. It was very appreciative, and at a certain point, he or she, I kind of thought it was a girl. I got the impression it was a girl, but I don't know. At some point, she watched like a video of somebody like pissing about me or something. I don't know. All of a sudden, she got pissy, and she started complaining like, "I thought you knew what you were talking about." Right? She went on like a bunch of videos and started spamming shit, and I never saw her again. After that, it was like, whoa, what happened? I feel like somebody somehow convinced her that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and she just left. Okay, well, bye then. What race and class do you usually pick in RPG? I don't play RPGs, man. Nothing. I don't know. Ugh. I don't know. What's wrong, Aerial Storm? What you wouldn't do as an immortal, shave the mustache. Oh yeah, absolutely. Never. Ever. I'll probably shave it soon. Fuck it. Some of my friends started asking me why I keep a dumbbell next to my bed. What should I tell them? To work out? to kill intruders, to masturbate to, whatever you want. Do you play any games? No. I play Age of Empires and Anno 1404. I think I've been here since 10K subscribers. Well, thank you. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you're staying for a long, long time. I got a notification on YouTube. Oops. Okay, bullshit. Never mind. Dumbbells are pretty hot, though. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I have them, too. If you play Age of Empires, play some... Yeah, but, well, I'm not good at them. I play, like... I really only play... Oh, actually, I played The Sims 4 for a while, but I kind of got tired of that as well. And I played Roller Coaster Tycoon 1, like the first one, for a while. And I actually enjoyed that. What's your favorite mythological creature? Good question. I don't like dragons. Maybe because they're basic. It's there's like this creature. What's it called? But it's like a lion with a scorpion tail that can shoot like poisonous needles and shit. It's huge. That'll be awesome. I don't know what it's called. Played Total War. Oh, I have played some of the Total War games. I played Medieval 2. I've played Rome 2. I've played Shogun 2. Out of all those, I liked Shogun 2 Total War the best, probably. Lies, you played Kingdom Come Deliverance a bit. I have not. I have not played Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I'm not gonna. But graphics were shit and hella laggy. In what? The graphics in what, boy? Gotta give me some context. Oh, you mean a griffin? No, not a griffin. It's a. Wait, hang on. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. It's a mythical creature that has like a lion face and a scorpion tail. Hang on. Mythological. Whoops. Lion head. Scorpion tail. A manticore. That's what it's called. It's like a lion with wings, like bat wings, and a scorpion tail. Manticore. That's what it's called. It's badass. Love it. It's absolutely badass. Oh my god, Yellow, you're rocking a porn stash. Thank you. Oh, it's Mara. She's actually been a subscriber for a very, very long time. And she's still here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh, everybody said Manticore in the chat, but I clicked away, so I didn't see it. I was like a chimera. I don't know what that looks like either. Fucking hell, you guys are way smarter than me. What's this? Oh, that is almost like that, but it has multiple heads though. I don't like shit with multiple heads. That's weird. It's freaky looking. Sphinx, like Sphinx. Is a Sphinx a mythical creature as well? Just a lion with a face of a dude. That would kind of freak me out. Okay, to be fair, honestly, any animal, if it would just have the face of a person, that would be freaky as fuck. Right? That would be freaky as fuck. Multiple heads. Kinky. Gross. Get out of here. We're a family-friendly channel. Okay, we don't do any of that shit. Wait, hang on. Wait a minute. I'm confused. And steal and murder chickens. What? Oh, your spirit animal is a fox. You know who else steals and murders chickens? But I don't know if he steals it. I was just gonna say the butcher. I was trying to be smart, but whatever. Never mind. What's freakier? is a dude with the face of another dude duct taped to it. That's just Voldemort in the first Harry Potter, right? It's just a dude with the face of another dude. Oh, or do you mean at the front? He's got somebody's face like taped to the front of his face. Ew. Could you imagine like actually putting somebody's skin like on your face? That would be disgusting. And you staple it so that it stays in place. It's gonna. Eric does that so his skin stays moist. Ugh. Ew, guys, what the fuck? You guys are gross. I would expect nothing less from my viewers. I do it all the time when it gets rather fun when you get used to the smell. Ugh, the smell of blood and flesh. Delicious. Love it. Google Mantar and search for the pics. Ugh, I'm worried. Mantar. That's not. Ooh. Okay. What? Did I write it wrong? Okay, that's kind of. Okay. Half man, half another man. Okay, that's funny. Google, how did you feel pee today? No. You guys are going to give me weird suggestions to Google. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not. I once took a chicken's head and I played it like a hobby horse. What the fuck? Not just what the Joker did. Take your face skin off and sew it right back. Guys, what the fuck? This is nasty. Alright? This is nasty. What is the stream about? I don't even know at this point. Okay? The stream was about me testing if I could live stream, if I can get my webcam and my microphone to work, because I'm like the worst with technology. And then people started watching. I was like, "Hey, can you guys hear me?" Yeah. And then we started talking, and we've been at it for 2 hours and 10 minutes. And gosh, I'm so I don't know. Snapjelly can even do a southern accent. I can. What's a southern accent? What's a southern accent like? Give me a reference point. You can't you can expect much from subscribers. I expect the world from you guys. USA Southern State, we said nasty. That doesn't tell me anything. Like who's from the South? Like who's from South USA? I don't know. I don't know what that sounds like. A Southern Dutch accent. I do have a Southern Dutch accent. Some Texas boy. Ah. Is that Southern? Probably. All right. Wait, is the way I say nasty, is that Southern? I don't know, man. You want me to do a bad impression of a cowboy accent? Like some people liked my impression of an Irish person. How about that? Stem Jelly, love your work, and also greetings from the Czech Republic. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for coming at the stream, which is really just a test that went out of hand. Just watched White is Right by Filthy Frank, and you'll know the accent. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is that a movie? Can you do a Gollum impression? I can, actually. I don't know if I can do it with my throat, though, because it really hurts. But, okay, let me... I can try. Okay. Not master. Yes, process. A little bit. It hurts. The aggressive one hurts. I can do this. I can speak like Schmilgel. It's kind of like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Okay. Ohana means families. A family means no one gets left behind. I can. It kind of hurt. Like, I still have open wounds in my mouth, so I'm actually not allowed to like scrape my things. I get like shit tons of slime, but I can't like scrape it out. And I'm also not allowed to cough and shit. It's boring as fuck. For like 1 more week, and then I should be fine. So. Now, Filthy Frank was a master YouTuber, but he retired a year ago. Oh. Oh, well, I didn't know. Your audience is killing you. Yeah, in more ways than one. No, it's fine. I'm like, I had the worst. I've had the worst at this point, because before I wasn't able to talk after surgery. So can you do an impression of Raiden from Metal Gear Solid? I don't know who that is. We're gonna do impressions now, apparently, guys. We're gonna do impressions. That's what this stream has become. We're gonna do impressions. Can you do a really creepy voice or an insane laugh? Can you? Eric, I could, but I would scare off my new neighbors. Actually, no, somebody's sleeping in the house, so. Impressed. Who's impressed? At what? At my Gollum impression? Thank you. Thank you. I'll do a better one once I'm healed. How about that? Doe het gewoon, joh. Maak ze bang. Nee. Nee. Can you do the voice you think Eric has? I think Eric has a very cheerful voice, a very happy one. Can you do an impression of Snap Jelly? Well, I would, but my penis isn't large enough. What's your ideal sword? Rapiers, man. They're lengthy, they have insane hand protection. Can you do an impression of a longsword? This is the guard, and this is the grip. Is this good? Are you impressed? Ik voelde een broederliefde als je over Eric sprak. Yeah, absolutely. Eric and I, we have a special bond. Ik hou van Snap Jelly. Oh, thank you. I love you too. Nailed it. Exactly. Quality stream. Thank you guys for still being here. I hope nobody's disappointed after seeing this. Everybody's super impressed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Basically, swords are just constantly in a T-pose. Verdomme, je borsthaar is magisch. Damn right. Look at this. See that? I also have like a mole right in the middle of my chest, which looks like a third nipple. But it's a mole, I swear. My voice is quite deep. Just imagine the voice of Aklar from Helsing. No, Eric. I know better than that. Eric has a very high-pitched, cheery voice. He's a very happy dude. Do you like side swords? Yeah. I actually ordered one from Regnier, and it's on its way, but it's not done yet. For fuck's sake. I hope I get them before like Wintercom starts, which starts on like the 15th of February. I hope I have them by then. You look like my ex-classmate. He's also an expert in history. I'm not an expert. I'm just some twat that has too much free time. Do you like dual-wield swords? Nah, dual-wielding is bullshit. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. What's very nice? Oh, the side swords. Oh yeah, side swords. They're very nice. Side swords, several incook with 200 voor the chat boys. Get out of here, Battler Evil. Get out of here. Nobody understands your Dutch browling brabbles. Ugh, side sword, sabers forever. Especially straight ones. If it's straight, it's not really a saber. If it's straight, it's a back sword. Something is per definition not a saber if it's straight, except if it's French. French people make an exception. Side swords are for soy boys and great swords are for chads. Damn right. Side swords are for sissy cucks. Might as well fucking use a spadroon, you faggot. That's how it works. Yes, and British. What? No. Snap Jelly is a Chad. Damn right. Ask your girlfriend. Size does matter. They always say size doesn't matter, but what you do with it does. But what if you had a big size sword and you know how to use it well? Exactly. Exactly. You get it. Size doesn't matter if everybody has a small size. My second regular longsword will be shipped to the end of March. March? So you just ordered it? They usually take about 3 months. Chad longsword versus the Virgin Spadroon. How tall are you? I am 178. I'm off now. Thanks for the funny stream. Thank you for being here. Shermington. Thank you for being here. Don't worry about it. Boy, actually streaming back. Plus hair, it's 186. Yeah, I'm actually not that tall for a Dutchman. I believe that's like 5'11", 5'10". Flambars versus a bagger Dassac. Do you mean like a Flamberge greatsword? In all honesty, I would probably put my money on the bagger Dassac. If I'm honest. I know it's more than 5'8". It's 5.8 feet, but it's not 5 foot and 8 inches. You gotta keep in mind that a foot is like, a foot is not 10 inches, right? .578 is 5'10", is it? I'm gonna look. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Here, 2 feet an inch. I am, yeah, 5 foot and 10 inches. Have been waiting longer for my armadillo gloves. Oh my god, you bought the armadillo gloves? I heard they're horrible. I heard they're absolute shit. Yeah, but Neiman is like super slow with their orders. Their website says, "Oh, it's gonna take 2 weeks," and you have to wait months. It's well known from Neiman. Sweet stash, my man. Thank you. A foot is what's on your legs. That too. A foot is 12 inches, and imperial schlong is 2 inches. Wait, you were 178? Man, me too. Yeah, wait, yay. High five. High five. Okay, there you go. Do you own any pets? I don't, but there is a cat in the house. A Jewish rabbi keeps trying to circumcise me with an arming sword. What's my best counter to this? Sword and buckler. Go for it. An arming sword on its own is not very useful. Drop a handful of pennies and run. Charles, excuse me. I'm 5'7" and I want to move to the Netherlands when I'm older. I think I'll build my own hospital there. You know what's weird? Actually, I'm quite average for a Dutch person. It's not like everybody here is giant. It's more like it's not unusual to see incredibly tall people, but it's also not unusual to see very short people here. It's more like there's just more fluctuation. So like the average here is like 1.80 m for a guy. And girls, it's all over the place. They tend to be shorter, but well. So you wouldn't really stand out. People will make jokes about you being short, but you know, it doesn't really matter that much. If you want one of the best shop out there, here's a shop for you, Castell Armory. I've looked into them, but I've never bought anything from them. Except I got a beard and just a majestic mustache. I'm one step ahead of your brother. Except I don't have wonderful hair like you. Actually, this is a step ahead from the beard, okay? Hobos have beards. Awesome freaking musketeer bitches have mustaches. Hang on. Build your own rapier. Oh. I can get a new mortuary hill from these people. Let me just take a quick look. I'm 185, but that's like average here. In South Riga, love that. I gotta be honest to say I have no idea where it is. Give me a hint. Konstantin Andrew Mahilins. Where's it close to? Are flame blade sword any better than swords with usual blades? I'm actually not sure. There's a lot of speculation about what this flames would actually be used for. But I can't with 100% certainty say it's for this or that. Some people say it like aids in cutting ability, like the same way a curved sword would aid in cutting ability. I don't really agree with that. I don't think that's really valid. For the most part, I think it's probably just along the lines of decoration. This page isn't loading. Oh, Jesus Christ. $700 for a basket hill. That's allowed. Gonna have to save up. Now I'm here on the bus texting Bay and watching Snap Jelly. Oh, you're texting me? Oh, Chloe, thank you. Not sleeping, watching Snap Jelly live stream. Good. Exactly. What time is it? Tong, are you? Oh, you from Hong Kong? Are you actually from Hong Kong, Tong? Are you actually from Hong Kong? Because you said it was like 1 a.m. in Hong Kong, like 1.5 hours ago. So you need to be sleeping, man, if you're in Hong Kong. Yes, I've heard some problems myself, but it seemed to be mixed opinions about the armadillo gloves. Well, I hope they work for you, dude. But with the current market, the people with the knowledge that people have about the armadillos, you're probably stuck with them. I don't think many people would want them. If you were a knight, would you rather use the king as human shield or have an affair with the queen? Depends on if the queen is hot. Duh. Actually, everybody in the medieval period is fucking ugly. Look at it. Look at the paintings. They're all gross. Everybody has pit hair. I don't want none of that. Riga's in northwest of Poland. Oh, really? Eh. It's in the US, but they make custom plates. Yeah. Well, it's relatively easy for me to get my hands on swords here in Europe. I don't know what the market is in the US. Like I bought ones from the US and I had to pay like €70 import rights. It's crazy. Can't believe I'm taller than a Dutch guy. Yeah, well, it's actually, yeah. See, it's not that insane with length in the Netherlands. I'm 192 and I don't know why I look nothing like my parents. I know why you look nothing like your parents, boy. I'm joking. I don't look like my parents either. Hong Kong, Snip Jelly. Yeah, there's one guy who said he's from Hong Kong who's watching now. It would be like 2 or 3 a.m. at this point. Now I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a painting of a woman that I consider attractive. See, there's none. There's none. They're all weird looking. Their hair is weird. Their faces are weird. You just, or people were just incredibly bad at painting. I live in a country that is 2 million people. That's not a lot of people, Eric. The many faces of Snap Jelly. I only have one, for as far as I know. I have one to the back of my head as well. Keep speaking to me, but it's fine. All of them are sexy. Exactly. Also the one to the back of my head. I hope so, considering the price. Otherwise, I'm well broke, I guess. I missed something here. Yeah, medieval art can look really bad. It does. It does for the most part. It's terrible. I also really wonder why people who wrote like historical manuals didn't bother to actually get like a good fucking artist to paint whatever the fuck they're trying to paint. It look crazy. Your country will pay for taking over New Sweden, a colony in North America. We will. Will we though? Will we? Maybe, I guess. Sure. Why not? Are you going to get into pole arms? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I will. No one knows. I might. Well, that's objective. Medieval art to medieval people's art to us like giving Willem Gollum faces, basically, and fat bodies. But I like them thick, so that's fine. Medieval manuals with weird spiky things that are not exactly weapons are not uncommon. That's true. There's a lot. Actually, there's a lot of weird contraptions in the Tallhofer. It's quite interesting to see. They're kind of weird to see what actually going on. You have to like think 3D, but it's not really drawn in a 3D way. But there's a lot of like weird machine tech contraptions in the Tallhofer. It's quite interesting. Would you rather become a feminist or a furry? That is a very difficult question. That's you got me drawing a blank there. I don't know. That's a lose-lose scenario right there if I've ever seen one. Gosh. That's actually got me stumped. Both are bad. I don't mean being a furry is just fetishism, right? As far as I know, like the furries that I know, I actually know one. He's weird. Like, okay, to be fair, maybe I'm being judgmental, but to be fair, he's a very weird dude. Also, like he wears like one white lens, like in normal everyday life, he wears like a Matrix jacket. That's just his normal attire. Like leather, it's weird. And he calls himself. I'm not gonna say what he calls himself. He gives himself a weird nickname that nobody calls him. but it means moonlight or some shit. So anyway, maybe I wouldn't want to change my views on the world for anything, because so if I would for some fucking reason be attracted to people in fursuits, nobody would have to know about that. I might be a furry. You don't know. I might also be a feminist. You don't know either. Actually, you would know, because if I was a feminist, I'd probably tell you every second of the day. What you got in your hands? My nuts. No, this is like a little ball toy with a smiley face on it that you can squeeze. It's funny. Damn, the buttons are opening lower and lower. Just take shit off. It's the same button. I just opened one. I wear it like this, so it exposes a bit of my chest hair and my necklace. But I opened one because somebody sent me $20. And I'm a slut. So can you walk around in your gear and openly carry your blade? I am in the Netherlands. You're allowed to carry your sword 50 meters away from your house, as long as you're not threatening anybody legally. But cops might still, fucking annoy you. Your mustache is part of a medieval technique. It has to do with pleasing your girlfriend. Ha! Oh, owned. What works for growing your hair faster? I don't know, man. I actually just got a haircut. It's quite short now. This is how my hair works. Would you rather become dead? Yes, definitely. Would you rather be a rich Viking huscarl and be in a blood feud with a neighboring family for years, or be a poor Frisian but have a peaceful life? I'd rather be a rich huscarl. Definitely. Because being poor in the Middle Ages, that means a lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of disease, filth. The spectrum of what being poor means is very broad, of course. But actually, weird thing is, in the Middle Ages, what in terms of diet, what the poor people ate was actually a lot healthier than what the rich people ate. And and a lot of things that are expensive now were cheap back then, and the other way around. So the rich people would eat chicken and stuff like that, whilst poor people would eat rabbit or salmon, stuff, things like that. It's just there's all kinds of reasons as to why, but it switched over time. It's quite funny. So hang on. I opened stream, was greeted with, I don't know either, man. I have no clue. 17th century small sword technique. It just meant where you put it. Damn right. Oh, Calm, you're a furry and you know it. Shh. Don't tell people. I have a reputation. I am furry. Look at this. This is a furry I am. Majestic hair and mustache. Thank you. Yeah, friend. That's a believable story. Drop the act. What? That I'm a furry? Okay. Are you guys speaking to each other? I'm confused now. Yeah, some furries are like that. Fetish are just some weird people who like mascots. Yeah, there's weirder things to like. I've seen some weird shit. I know a lot of weird people. Being attracted to people in wolf suits is weird, but it's not the weirdest thing I've seen. So I've seen pictures of somebody being, like a guy that I know, actually being suspended from the skin on his back. And he liked that with these clip thingies. He was just hanging on to the ceiling. It's weird. All right? Not the weirdest thing I've seen, but I gotta say that it's weird than furries. But you do you. Have fun in life, I guess. As long as you don't get diseases, I'm fine with it. And also don't breed, if possible. What's your favorite sword? Rapiers, probably. I don't get fursuits, but people's art is good, then I'm going in. Okay, just full report when you're done, please. Hey, it's my favorite porn star. Exactly. I'm the only porn star you ever need. Your mustache has more power than any sword, definitely. The only thing Snap Jelly's missing is a medallion. I have a little necklace with a J on it. Is that good enough? You look like a Spanish gangster with a shirt open and a mustache. Exactly. Exactly what I was going for. How long have you been at it now? I said I was going to stop at like 2 hours, but it's been 2 hours and 45 minutes. Your favorite sword is the Chinese war sword. Exactly. The best sword ever. It cut through some thick stuff. I do look like that guy now, don't I? I have the same mustache. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, now I want to make more Cold Steel videos. That was so funny. Got through some thick stuff. I'm loving the mustache and furry chest. Thank you. I'm gonna make all my videos like this now. Just with an open chest. How about that? When everybody's just making fun of the mustache, but down low, Snap Chilli's mad handsome and no homo. Yeah, well, I'm handsome even with the mustache. How about that? That's what your girlfriend said too. You need a purple cheetah print pimp coat. Yeah. And I need like a scepter, like a little walking stick. How about that? This improvised stream is probably the best stream I've been to. Granted, I haven't been to that many streams. Me neither. I'm never in time for any streams, but I always watch them back. What's the most expensive sword in your collection? Good question. I think my most expensive sword was my previous rapier, but I traded it in for the one that I have now. And I don't know how expensive this one is. So I actually don't know. I don't know. With the mustache power, you can live out enemies with strength. I didn't. What? Tong, you still haven't answered me. Tong Jordan, are you actually in Hong Kong? Because if so, you need to go to bed. All right. What's the craziest thing you've done last year? Your mom. Thanks for the content you made so far. Enjoying the channel. Keep it up if you can. I will. Thank you. I'll go back to making videos when I'm recovered and shit. Snap here, no taking nobody shit. Exactly. I'm just taking some shit on my upper lip. You think this is a mustache? It's not. I have long hair and a snap right now. I'm extremely proud. Me too. Yeah, because my hair is like short-ish. Leather and whips are needed. All right, I got some. Don't worry about it. I got some under my bed. Probably the fader now. You think so? I can't remember how expensive my fader was. It was like 200 euros. Regular faders are not expensive. What's your favorite sword in your collection? That's a very difficult thing to answer because I like it really depends. There's a lot of swords that I like just on how they look. Like when I'm fencing, I use my fader. You know, so that's the sword that I use the most. On the other hand, I really like my Messer from Fabria Morum. That one, I really like how that feels. I use them all for different reasons. I don't really use that arming sword, this one, as much anymore because it's kind of broke. It's wiggling. And I haven't found another arming sword that I like to replace it yet. So I don't really use that one that much anymore. This is my abuse sword, as I said. It takes all the hard beatings. I only have one rapier at the moment, so it's not my choice. There's another one on the way. I really hope I'm gonna like the side sword that's on its way as well, and another long sword that's on the way. So not a fader, just a standard long sword. Well, of course I hope I'm gonna like it. My bottom. I also have another long sword over there on the side, which is a shorter bastard sword, but I also really like that. I use them all for different reasons. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. If I would pick a least favorite, I'd have to pick my arming sword or that one. Probably my arming sword. But besides that, I haven't been using it. It wasn't quite what I expected. It didn't feel as good as I wanted. This one feels really good. That one feels it's all right. I really don't have a reason why I don't like it that much, but it's light, so it makes it easy to wield. But it's a cheap kind of thing. It's whatever. It's very hard to say. I love all sorts, man. I like all of them. Truly a pro dad. Thank you. Do people run their fingers through your hair a lot? Yeah, they do. It's fun. I did say in a video that I don't like it when people go through my hair, and I don't. But it's like when people warn me, it's fine. Now I'm in a scenario where people actually can I touch your hair? Yeah, sure, go for it. They go through my hair. It's fine. It was more annoying when I had a beard. Like before I shaved, and people going through the beard like this, it tickles. My beard's very thick, so it started like knotting and shit. It's very annoying. Is a saber a hard sword to learn to use? I mean, well, I would say that any sword is a hard sword to learn to use, like well. I would say. And saber, it depends on what kind of saber fencing you do. It's very specific. It's very. Um, we know a lot about how sabers were used. We know it perfectly. It was very well documented. So it's a good thing to learn, I think. I don't do a lot of saber fencing because it's just not, I don't like it that much. But is it hard to learn? I don't think it's harder to learn anything else. I would say that rapier is harder to learn than saber. What do you think of the Kriegsmesser in the Scalagram's collection? Which one? Like the Albion one? I believe he has an Albion one and a Cold Steel one, I think. What's your favorite medieval blunt weapon? Oh, I love flanked maces. I seriously love flanked maces. For some reason, they're so gorgeous. They're simple. They're brutal. I love them. What did I miss? Not much, Eric. Not much. Is it the person it's hard to search restriction law? Oh, fucking hell. That sucks, man. Fucking hell. Snap Jelly, you are a legend and inspiration to mankind. I think you are exaggerating a little bit, but I appreciate the compliment. If there were a zombie apocalypse happening, which one sword would you grab if you had to take just one? I would grab my mace, probably. And I would grab that for as long as I get to the shed in the backyard, and then I would just grab a hammer and use that. There's no use for swords in the apocalypse if you really. I mean, you could, but there's better things to use. You like cabbage? Yeah, sure. Polish saber fencing looked like two guys trying to dance each other off. I'm not a big fan of Polish saber because, unlike what I just said about saber fencing being very well documented, Polish saber is not. It's very much reconstructive HEMA, and it's the point with reconstructive HEMA is you never truly know if that's how they did it. You can say it's probably how they did it. It would be logical if they did it that way, but you're never completely sure, and that kind of sucks. And a lot of people really like Polish saber, and there's other kinds of saber styles that don't get as much love, and that's kind of sad. What do you think about the new Gillette ad? I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know if it's the same in different countries. I don't know. Yeah, the Albion Kriegsmaster. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's lovely. Wait. And the broad hat with a feather in it. I don't know who you're answering to, Ram Bam, but okay. Man, you're gonna look like Earl from My Name is Earl. I'll take it. I'll take it. And make my own synthetic swords out of PVC. That is a waste of time and money. It's really not. You're better off just saving up 70 euros and getting one of those. Really. I mean, if you like doing it, go for it. But in terms of functionality, practicality, and cost efficiency, it's not worth it. Only like two guys know a tiny bit of remaining Polish saber and they're old. Well, even that, what these old people know, is already passed over from generation to generation to generation to generation. It hasn't been used in combat necessarily. So it is already changed in a way that is not necessarily combat efficient. Do you watch the show Vikings? I haven't watched it yet. I know that's terrible, but I will at some point. I always just kind of get lazy when I sit down and binge an entire series, so I really have to like set my mind to it, or I just get bored and annoyed. I'm really not a person that likes sitting still. I always want to like exercise or do something. So thank you, if I was anything for Look of Saber. No, don't worry about it. I should get more into Saber, but I kind of want to do Ottoman Saber or something. Something cool. Have you ever thought about carbonating the blood of... Oh my god, Eric. Eric, I'm going to start ignoring you if you keep going like this. Can I get a shout out, please? It's my birthday. I don't believe that, but here's a shout out. Ice Pussy. Haha. That's a joke, right? I don't know. Ice Pussy. Like a flanked mace would destroy zombie skulls, mate. Exactly. But it might actually get stuck after a good whack. Something that's has less protrusions would be better, in my opinion. So like a thick, heavy club. Indeed, French saber school took over. That damn Napoleon. Ottoman saber is kind of like old Polish-Hungarian swords, if the source are to be believed. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I know, British military saber is as far as I'm aware, kind of the thing that's predominant now. Would you ever consider eating your swords for sustenance? What? What? Have you played Kingdom Come Deliverance? No, I have not. I'm not gonna. You can keep asking. I'm not gonna play it. No shit. Yesterday was my birthday. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Mara. Many more to come. Why are you not going to play Kingdom Come? Because I'm not a gamer. I'm really not a gamer. I don't enjoy playing games. You would die from iron overdose if you eat your swords? Yeah, probably. Going to break into your house, tie you to a chair in front of the computer with Kingdom Come Deliverance until you play it. Okay, but I don't think there's a computer in my house that can manage to play Kingdom Come Deliverance properly. But what's your opinion about the Dacian Falcons? It's awesome. Don't know much about it. So most of what people say about it is, again, experimental. But it's a cool thing. It's very dope. I would want one to practice with, but for the most part, it's just gonna be playing around. It's not at the top of my list, if I'm really honest. What's the meaning of life? Subscribing to Snap Jelly, if you haven't yet. I'll bring a computer with me. Okay, leave it here while you're at it. So where do you want to move with this channel this year? What's your goals? I think I'm gonna keep it on YouTube, to be honest. If I'm really honest, I know it's a bad thing to say, and I knew I should say that everything's like super serious and stuff, but I've always kind of viewed YouTube as a thing where when I started making videos, like nobody starts making videos wanting nobody to see them, right? But I just basically got super lucky to get an audience of any kind, and now I'm like, I don't feel necessarily obligated to make videos in the sense that I have to make videos. I do, in a way, try to. It's been rough over the last month, but I do, for the most part, be like, okay, I need a video a week at least. And I don't feel like, oh, I have to get a video out this day. And I just feel like this is something that my people that watch me would like to see, and then I make a video about it and I put it online because there's stuff I want to say about it. And I have this huge list of video ideas that I never made, simply because I lose the feeling that, you know, the people watching would want to see it, which I originally had when I put it in the list. So it's really just, it's a very momental thing for me, and that's just kind of how it works. I just kind of make videos about what I want to make videos about. It's usually sword related, but well. What's your opinion about the masterpiece called Ram Ranch? I don't know what that is. Haha, sorry about that. World of Warcraft for the win. I've never played it. Haha, sorry about that. Are you concerned about demonetization becoming more and more serious? Demonetization is getting less and less of an issue slowly. YouTube is crawling back out of the hole that it was, but I'm getting some more issues with copyright slowly. So, but well, if that's just how it's going to be, then that's how it's going to be. It's no, yeah, well, there's always something, you know. There's always somewhat of an audience. There's people who want to watch. If you, I have to see Bird Box. If you will do a blindfolded sword fight, I don't think that would be very impressive. I actually think you might hurt each other very seriously if you can't see and just swing full force. I think you always hold back your blows a little bit. Somebody's peeing in the next room. I don't know if you hear that, but there you go. I don't know what you've been going but through. I hope it all works out. Always look forward to seeing videos. Oh, well, I just got sick and I had to go to the hospital. But it's fine. I'm getting better now. Power of the mustache. It actually made me better. It's healing me. The mustache. Oh, my back's hurting. I've been sitting for way too long. 3 hours we've been at it. 3 hours. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop. Thank you all for coming to my yeah, he's being in the toilet, but the bathroom is next room. Thank you for joining my improvised stream. That was really just to see if I could manage a stream. And thank you for joining my quest. And I hope you'll join me in the next one, which will probably be a normal video. Or not. Or whatever. No, I'm sorry, Aiden. Thank you guys for being here with me. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll stream more often if you guys like to. Please nerf mustache. I'm not gonna nerf my mustache. Right? Okay, well, thank you. Bye.